I'm jumping on this random live stream because I want to develop my own roll of film. I bought some things a few weeks ago because I felt like developing my own film would be a really fun thing to get into, as well as not having to wait on a lab to do this stuff. So, yeah, I'm gonna use ChatGPT and see if I can figure this out and try to develop a roll that I've been shooting for the last couple weeks. Stream because I want to develop my own roll of film. Is this thing on? I probably should have tested this beforehand. Probably should have tested this all before. Test. Check. Seems like it's working. Seems like it's working for the gherkin. Hello, check, test. Hey. All right. Excellent. Can't tell if this is working or not. Oh, yeah. There we go. All right, so we're just gonna jump right into this run. Wait on anybody. Let me get ChatGPT up as a window, though. I feel like we should do that probably. What in the F? Oops. Huh, that's weird. There we go. Hello, who's in here? All right, so I got ChatGPT up because I'm gonna need some help for sure. Let me make a new scene. All right, now the mic's on. Wow, that was stupid. All right, so I'm going to go back over this. So the first thing I opened was this sous vide machine, and I have to redo this because of the mic. The mic wasn't on. So this basically keeps food warm at a certain temperature. You can cook food at, like 150 degrees. You can just like let it cook in the water. But apparently this is to make the water that all my chemicals will be, all my filming chemicals, film developing chemicals will be housed in. It makes this a consistent temperature by keeping the water exactly the right temperature. It has like a little digital dial on it, and then you can see exactly what temp the water is. So that's the first thing. The thing I just opened, by the way, I don't know what any of this stuff is. I mean, I know I ordered it, but I don't know what each box is, so this is like a surprise every time I open something. This is the chemical kit. 2-bath color negative process. Processes up to 24 rolls of color negative film. So this is the main event right here. This is the main thing that I need. I mean, I need all of this, otherwise I wouldn't have it. But that is how we develop things. I don't know what this is. This sounds like beakers or something, like measuring things. Let's see what it is. What? What world is this? What is this? What are you? What are you, item? What are you, device? What? What is this? I think this is the, Super System Universal Developing Tank. So you put the film in here, and then you put it on the spool, and then you pour the chemicals in, and that's how it works, I believe. We're going to find out. We're going to ask ChatGPT. Damn, this box is old. It's just like, oh, you can tell it's been sitting around for a while. Yeah, that's much bigger than I thought it was going to be. So we have this thing here. I don't know how any of this works. This little funnel daddy we got going on. There's no instructions. Where are the instructions? So this is a little funnel. I guess that funnels the liquids down in there. And this is a film. These are the film rolls right here. So you roll the film around this. I guess you don't have to. Oh, interesting. I'm definitely going to have to probably watch a video on how to do this, even though I'm trying not to. Maybe I'll make that the challenge, that I cannot watch a video. All right. There's no instructions on how to use this. How ridiculous. Okay. How interesting. So you definitely load the thing, and then it spins around. It catches somehow, and then I think it gradually spins on. You know what I really could use would be, I may actually have one, a shitty roll of film. Do I have a shitty roll of film? I think I might have threw it away. No. Did I? Hold on, let's find out. No. Man, I thought I had a roll of film that I broke. So there was some film that I had before that didn't get loaded properly, and I could definitely use it to be able to see how this process works. Okay, so that goes on there. I'm guessing like this, I suppose. I don't know. And then this goes in here. And then what is this for? What does this doohickey? I'm confused how you don't expose this. This is interesting. All right, so that's that. Then this goes on here. Okay. Is that light tight though? This is so interesting. I can't believe there are no fucking instructions to this thing. All right, hold on. There are. There's a QR code. So we're gonna. All instructions are available online. Okay, so we're gonna already tap out simply because I don't know how to load the film on here, and I don't want to. Oh, this didn't even do anything. I don't know how to load the film on here, and I don't want to waste the roll of film that I've been shooting on because I want to see what's on it. So I don't want to mess it up. Just posting that story. I'm just posting that story so people know that I'm online. I really feel like I should have my Indiana Jones hat on though for this because, you know, it's like my trademark. There we go. Okay. So now we're gonna look at this thing. There we go. Look this up. Photography and videography service. That's not what we want. www.pattersonphotographic.com. I'm gonna go get my hat. I feel like I need to. I feel like I have to at this point. I'm here, baby. I'm here. All right. So now I'm gonna go to pattersonphotographic.com and see how to use this. It's really weird that it tried to not let me on there. Malware page blocked. How is it a malware page? Oh, because I'm spelling it wrong. Wow. Somebody set up a double T. Double T Patterson Photographic pulls up a malware page. But single T Photographic is the correct one. So we definitely don't want to F that up. All right. Let's see. Darkroom. All right, let's see. Darkroom equipment. Uh-oh. I think I might F this up. I might not have all the tools that I need. Let's see. We're going to try to find out. Film and print processing kit. I probably should have bought all that. I didn't think that I needed that. Hold on. Let's see. I feel like I'm missing something here. Developing tanks. Instructions. All right, so now, wait. All right, let me try to find the instruction manual. I mean, it seems pretty cut and dry. Okay. Simple to load, faster to fill, and easier to clean than any other tank. It's a large diameter, one piece, blah, blah, blah. Takes a single 35 millimeter film. Takes two 35 millimeter or single, blah, blah, blah. Complete with one auto load reel, and the universal tank is complete with two auto load reels. Interesting. All instructions are online. Well, where are they? Instructions. FAQs. This should be easier to navigate, Patterson Photographic, my friends. Home. We'll go back to this thing. Develop. All right. Darkroom equipment. All right, we have this. Where are the instructions? That's what I want to know. Where are the instruction manuals? Downloads, maybe. Aha. Wait. Nope. Interesting. We might just have to wing this and just try it out. Because darker brochure. Is this what the F? Using the flexible water cap type provided by rotary agitation using the agitation rod. Also, oh, interesting. So this is the agitation thingy. Oh, it's an agitator. All right, so we got to assume that this is light tight then. Oh, yeah, it is. Because I see. So these are black. So you load the gadingy. And then this goes on top and seals. So that's sealed. So that's dark now. Interesting. And then this is the agitator. Just figuring this out on my own. Okay. So, all right. So what happens is, as far as I can tell, is you put the film on this bad boy in the little darkroom that we're going to explore in a minute. Actually, let me make sure you can see this. So, yeah. So you put this little guy, you wrap the film around here, and then, oh, okay, there's a little delay. Okay. And then you put it in this tank like that, like so. So it's on the, down there, in there. Cool. So that's in there. Then this goes on top where you can pour the chemicals. So we can pour the chemicals down this little funnel. And then you use this thing to spin the little wheel inside, which agitates the chemicals, apparently. Okay, so we kind of figured that out. I still need to figure out how to put the film on that thing, so because I'm going to have to do this in the dark. So let's get rid of this box. Now we're going to open up these chemicals. 2-bath process. All right, there's a bunch of chemicals here. I maybe should have a table. Maybe I could use this bench as like a little actually, I'm just going to move my I'll need my keyboard though. How could I do this? Maybe I'll just put the keyboard up here for now. All right. So, we got all these chemicals. Final rinse bath. We've got part A. I bet that's the first part. Oh, this says part A also. That's confusing. Part A1, Part A4. That's interesting. Part C6. Okay, we're just going to get all these out because this is very confusing. Part B. Part B2, Part B5. Seems like I'm missing some things here. Very confused. Interesting. All right. Here's the instructions. Place the recommended amount of water into a clean glass or plastic container. Use clean plastic stir stick to stir liquid. This is really weird. I feel like I cannot read this because I am such a visual learner. I feel like I need to watch a video. Place the recommended amount of water into a clean glass or plastic container. I have a plastic container. Use a plastic stir stick or the TCS 1000 to circulate the liquid. When circulating, add the contents of the bottle marked Part A, developer Part B, developer Part C. How many? All of these? No fucking way. Developer. Developer Part C. Okay, this is starting to make a little more sense now. So developer Part A1, developer Part B2, developer Part C3. Okay, those go together. Bleach fixer bath. Bleach fix bath. Bleach fix bath. 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay, because that's the step in the process, I suppose. And then this is the final color stabilizer. Okay. So for developer, so this is a two-part thing. So now I'm starting to put this together. 2-bath color negative process. Okay. Place the recommended amount of water into a clean glass or plastic container. Use a plastic stir stick. All right, I'm going to see if there's a tutorial on the webs for this because this is really confusing. Oh, it's exactly the same thing that I'm reading. All right, let's consult ChatGPT. So, I have, let me open up my little ChatGPT window here. Move this over here so I can actually do things. And let's see, ChatGPT. All right, I have the Cinestill CS41 developer kit. Yeah, how does this work? All right, so I got that. In the meantime, while that's formulating an answer, okay, developer develops the image, usually with 3 to 30 seconds, around 102 degrees. Blix bleaches and fixes the film, 6 minutes and 30 seconds, same temp. Wash, just rinse the film with water, stabilizer, quick final soak. Before you can do that, you got to mix the chemicals. Each bottle of concentrate, Part A, Part B, Blix Part A, gets mixed with specific amounts of water to make your working solution. There should be a little instruction sheet inside the thing. Okay. Quick overview to prep. Use distilled water if you can. I don't have distilled water. Sorry about that. Especially for mixing and stabilizer. Heat the water to about 110 degrees before mixing. It'll cool down a bit after mixing to 102. Part 4. Pour Part A, then Part B into the water for both developer and Blix separately. Mix them thoroughly or shake. You want your developer and Blix to be around 102 when you actually run the film through them. A sous vide warm water bath or just put the bottles in a big bowl of hot water can help hold the temp. Okay. unbox, check everything, check the chemical bottles, find the mixing instructions, and get your distilled water heated and start prepping the chemicals. Great. That seems like a good plan. Way to take control, ChatGPT. My knife dropped. Okay. So we don't need this anymore. So now, I think we got to get these other supplies out that I purchased. All right. So we're getting the supplies out. This is like a bunch of mixing stuff. Oh, there's multiple boxes in here. Okay. So now I've got multiple things. Collapsible funnels. Those look fun. I don't know that I need this anymore though because I have funnels. Oh, I do for them to put the chemicals in here. I've got these chemical storage gadingies. So this is cool. This will be helpful. Just twist on. Is this little kid proof? I think it's Caleb proof too. How do I do this? That was a mistake. How does this work? Oh, interesting. All right. Well, we don't want to do that too much. All right. So we got the bottles. Got all this stuff. All right. Now, I've got... Oh, there's a lot of cool stuff in here I forgot about. Okay. So now I've got this little mixing pitcher. For some reason, I thought this was bigger. I need a bucket of some kind to put the sous vide stuff in, or this is not going to work very well. Oh, I need to crank this preamp up too, by the way. Sorry. Haven't even been able to hear me. Check. Okay, that's much better. Who's on the thing? Okay, so I got this thing. That'll go there. I don't know what this is. The changing bag. This is the dark room. This is going to be neato. So I'm going to open this sucker up and whip out this changing bag. This is a portable dark room. That's what this is. Pretty cool. This seems like a lot. This all cost me about $300 total. So it's cheaper than it seems. And then I bought a bunch of these apparently. Good Lord. How many? Oh, they're just inside of each other. There's like 12 of these, but they're little measuring thingies. Get my knife, I suppose. Be easier than trying to cut it open with my fingers again. Slice you open. All right. Did that. Now. Oh, man. All right. Okay, so these are all chilling inside of each other, so I can just maybe pull them apart. Oh, okay. One. I don't know how many I need. Jesus. This is crazy. Why are they stuck together so much? All right, cool. 3. We're going to go with 3 for now, since I have 3 other bottles, and we have them back there if we need them. All right, so that's that. Then I have... Oops. Then I have these 2 little levels that go in a hot shoe for cameras. This is unrelated to this project that I'm doing now. This is for doing top shots and making sure everything looks good and is actually even. So we'll put that over there. And then, what's this one? This is my final film drying hanging rack. If we get this far, we'll need this. So I'm going to open this sucker up. I really hope I'm not missing anything, because if I'm missing something, I'm going to be really sad. I am missing a bucket of some kind, a big bucket, but I think I can probably source that somehow here in the house. So this is pretty cool. Hanging rack for film. Cool. All right. So I think we have everything we need, I think. Let's make sure. Let's make sure we have everything we need. I'm going to ask ChatGPT. I'm going to tell it what all I have and... Oof, I don't have a big enough desk for this. I really should have probably done this at like a table or something, but it's okay. I feel like Bill Nye the Science Guy right now. Okay, so put this over here, and then we're going to go over here, and then we're going to ask ChatGPT. Okay, I have developer kit, portable darkroom, the Patterson mixer, developer tube thingy, a sous vide. I don't know how to spell this. I don't know how to spell that. A 1 liter measuring bucket, 3 small measuring containers, and 3 chemical storage containers. Unboxed. All right, let's see what it says. I'm better than... It always gasses you up. You actually said it better than most first-timers already. Okay. Okay. Cinestill developer kit. Big 1 liter measuring bucket. 3 small measuring cups. 3 chemical storage bottles. Patterson tank and reels. Portable darkroom. I have the sous vide. I have the sous vide machine thing. Okay. So. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Sorry. Okay, I need a big tub or sink with water. What can I use as a tub? What do I have that's a tub? I need a tub. All right. I might have to not pause. I'm not going to pause. I'm going to keep streaming. But I might need like 30 seconds to go get a tub for all this shit. So I've got all the stuff out. This is where we're at in the process, so you guys know. We've got all the stuff out. I've got the little dark room here. I've got all the tubes. I've got the chemicals. I've got everything. So now what I have to do is I have to heat the water so that whenever I mix the chemicals, they can go in the water and heat up because they have to be a certain temperature in order to work right. So that's step 1. I'm going to ask, actually, I'm just going to go back to this. Let's see. Step 1, heat the water. 110 degrees, distilled water. I don't have distilled water. We're going to use filtered water from the fridge. Do you have a way to heat the water? Okay, yes. I'm going to be right back with a bucket and some water. So give me 2 seconds. Maybe I should put on some music just so this is not as sad. Oh, whatever. It's fine. All right. BRB. BRB. Coming. So I found this bucket, but I don't know if it's going to be big enough. I'm going to ask. I found a 4 liter bucket. Let's see. I found a 4 liter bucket. How about that? Gives you more room to mix without sloshing chemicals everywhere. Oh, no. No. Oh, here we go. Put your 4 liter bucket. No, I don't. I'm using it as the water bath. As the water bath. Yeah. Great. Okay. Be right back. Actually, no, it's right here. Little sous vide machine. Oh, I do have to fill this with water, though, but I'll do that in a second. Okay. I'm going to get this guy out. Who all's in here, by the way? It's going to be a really interesting thing. It's a really interesting thing to do on a Saturday randomly. Also, I guess we have this now, so whenever we make food, if we ever need to make food sous vide style, we have this thing. Cool. It's got like a little clamp. I feel like this is way heavier than this bucket is, though. That might be a problem. Got this little instruction manual here. I guess I'm really keeping all this stuff because I'm destroying these boxes. All right. Did that. Cool. So now, let me go back over here. See what you guys are seeing. All right. I hate instructions. Do not plug in outdoors. It seems pretty cut and dry. I feel like you just turn it on, you put the machine. Maximum water level line. Where's that? Oh. Solid blue cooking, lower water, air, blah blah blah. Okay, we're just gonna try this. I feel like I can figure this out on my own once it's got water. 2 seconds. I gotta fill this bucket. I gotta fill this bucket with water, and then I'll be right back to start this water warming process. Give me. Oop, almost fell. Give me 2 seconds. All right. If you just got in here, I'm filling up the bucket of water. So give me 2 seconds. I'm going to post that in the chat so you can see it. Filling up the bucket. BRB. Less than 3. That rhymed. Okay. I'm also gonna need one thing that I don't have, which is an extension cord. What am I gonna do about that? I need an extension cord so that I can be on the live and use this, because for some reason they wanted to make this 2 feet long. It's ridiculous. Extension cord! Extension cord. Extension cord. There's one around here for sure. I've just got to find it. Where are you? Ah! Power strip! Okay. This probably, I think this might work. I've got a power strip. So this might work. So I was looking for an extension cord for the sous vide thing because it's like 3 feet long. Now I have a power strip, so I'm like 4 feet long. The outlet, it's like 10 feet away. It's not enough feet. I don't have enough feet. What do I do? What do I do? I say. All right, let's see. We're going to go back to this thing. We're going to make sure I've got all this stuff. All right, so. I need the water. That's what I need. ADD. ADD. ADHD. ADHD. Oh, I know where it is. All right, I'm making progress. I've officially got 4 liters of water. So now I need to heat this water. And I also found an extension cord, so we solved that problem. All right, give me 2 seconds. Who else in here? Is anybody in here? I don't even know. I'm just doing this for me at this point. Okay, so there's a lot of hair in this water because I have a dog that has a million hairs and there's hair everywhere. So I guess that's just going to have to do. This is too full, by the way, because now I've got to put the sous vide thingy in there and it's going to make it overflow. So I need to dump a little bit of the water out. But first, I'm going to plug in this extension cord. All this trash out here. Alright. So now, got the extension cord. Got the sous vide machine. Here, you know what I'm going to do for now? Since I'm not talking to ChatGPT, I'm going to mute it so then I can pull this out. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Let me do one of these. Now you can see better. Okay, cool. I'll leave that there for now because I'm going to put ChatGPT back in this mix here in a second. Okay, so I need to dump a little bit of this water out. This is too full now. This is Big Daddy. 2 seconds. Okay. So I dumped the water out. Dumped a little bit of the water out. Now we're gonna heat it up. But I'm probably gonna have to do this on my desk so you can see. You know what? No, I'm not. Because I don't want to put that on my desk. Oh no. That's no good. Okay. That seems dangerous. Okay. Oh, bro, this is not a cinematic stream at all. I'm so sorry. I am failing. This is my look. This is supposed to be the look right here. All right, hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I got to reestablish the room. That was dumb. What a horrible experience for the first part of this. This whole channel is about being cinematic. And I wasn't doing it. So I forgot. Sometimes you forget. You get excited. You know? Things go haywire. There we go. This guy, this thing, close this door. All right, just like that, we're cinematic again. Okay, so now let's see. Cool. All right, can you guys hear me okay? I can't tell if you guys can hear me okay. I'm just trusting that even though the mic is not right in front of my face, you can hear me pretty good. Okay, so now I've got this big daddy right here. This bucket of water. That's pretty cool. I'm going to move this so you can see what I'm doing. Sorry, my crotch is in everybody's face, but you know, it's kind of what we got to deal with now. For now, at least. Okay, so this is okay. All right, we're doing okay. We're doing good. Now, oh fuck, I left the fridge open. Ah, get a Wi-Fi fridge. It tells you when it's open. Okay, I'm back. Ah! Okay, I'm back, baby. Here we go. All right, can you see me pretty good? Okay, yeah, you can see me pretty good. Okay, so now I got the water. I got the extension cord. This feels like I'm about to get electrocuted, but this says it's made for this. Put that trash over there for now. We don't need that. We don't need that. Get that out of here. Okay. Ooh, is it working? Ah! It beeped. Okay, that's a good start. 130 degrees. No, we don't want that. We don't want 130. That's a lot. So I got this little thing. I'm assuming that you do this gadingy. What's this right here? Oh, you can twist it. This is so interesting. Okay. So I'm going to drop this daddy in here. Cool. Now it's on the side. Cool. All right. This is pretty cool. I guess I'm also learning how to cook with this thing. Not really, but, you know, it's got to be the same process somewhat. Oh, nice. I'm adjusting the temperature. Maybe you can see this. I don't know if you can see the numbers. You see the numbers? Yeah. 122, 118, 111. What was it? How many degrees? All right, we got I need ChatGPT back again. Where are you, Chat? Where are you, ChatGPT? Okay, let's see. How many degrees? 110 degrees. Okay, so one more temperature. All right, so now it's 110, or it's going to be. And we're going to heat this bad boy up. So apparently I have to get this water heated to 110. I have to mix all of these chemicals that are here. Let me look at the stream to make sure you can see this. All these chemicals right here. All right, I have to mix all these chemicals up. And then I have to put them in these storage containers, I think, and then put them in this water so that they get to 110 degrees. And then I put the film in there, then I mix it up, and then I don't know yet. Ooh. It's doing something. It's making noise. I wonder how long this takes. 0.2, 0.3. It's pretty fast. That's pretty impressive. This is not going to take that long at all. Interesting. I do need more water, though, I believe. I do need more water because... Oh, Laura's calling me. Hello?
Hi.
Look, I'm streaming. I'm streaming this... The developing. What?
You break my heart.
Why?
That's what I wanted to do when you...
Well, you will do it. I'm sorry.
No, but like,
I'm sorry.
I was enthusiastic to show you about it.
I'm sorry. Do you want me to stop? I can stop this midstream.
No. That's not fair. I don't want you to miss out on what you were already involved in.
She's making a movie in Puerto Rico, so she's not able to be here. But I'm very proud of her. So,
I'm very proud of you, my baby.
yay. Okay, the sous vide machine's pretty cool. It's pretty fast.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway.
Did you develop anything
Not yet. I'm just heating up the water, and then I have to read how to do the chemicals together with this little kit, and then I'll do it. But I have everything out and ready to go. And I have a pile of trash right here.
Oh, somebody's gonna do some cleaning.
Yeah, that's funny. 69 degrees. I love you too. Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Yay. Okay, Kosi. She.
Love you.
Love you too. I'll talk to you in a little bit. I'll let you know how it goes. Bye. Cool. All right. So now, man, it's got really hot in here all of a sudden. I don't know why. 71 degrees is what our temp is currently at. I should move this so you can see what I'm doing. Here is the film rolls. I'm going to do Kodak Gold. This one is a fresh roll of film that I have not shot yet. This one has been shot, so I'm going to develop that one. And I really need a way to figure out how to wind it up on the reels because I don't know how to do that. I need a dummy roll of film. I have a roll that I messed up that is here somewhere, but I don't know where. Let's see who's talking to me on Instagram. Maybe there's some people that want to join this stream. Let's see. Not really. Oh. All right. Whew, it's warm. I feel like the sous vide machine's warming me up, even though it's not really doing anything. Okay. I'm so curious about who's in here. You should drop your name in the chat, whoever this is. I'm interested. I also like to talk to people directly, so if you're in here and you want to chat it up, let me know. Or just watch. It's all good. Okay. Let's go back through the steps. Let the bathwater heat up. Keep your chemicals bottled nearby. Keep your measuring cups and empty storage bottles ready. Okay. Once the water hits... Sorry, the screen is far from me. Oh, I can't do that. Dang. All right. Once the water... Where was that? Once that water hits 110 degrees, we'll start mixing developer first. Part A plus Part B, water up to 1 liter total. So, let's see what the instructions say for this kit. I don't know how much water. To make 1 pint, 1 quart. Oh no. Why didn't it do a liter? Everything I have is in liters. Okay, man, this is annoying. This is why this is hard to do on a stream. You know what? I'm just going to pretend like I'm not streaming. I mean, I'm going to narrate this still, but I'm going to pretend like I'm not streaming because the stress of streaming really makes my brain not work properly. Okay, so I have to do a certain amount of water. Place the recommended amount of water into a clean glass or plastic container. To make 1 pint, use, here it is, 10 ounces of water, 4 ounces of developer A, developer B, developer C. Okay, so this doesn't seem too crazy. How much is a quart compared to a liter? How much is a quart compared to a liter? I have no idea what measurements are. I'm terrible at this. Okay, 1 liter equals 1.06 quarts. Well, that's kind of good. Just treat 1 quart as basically 1 liter for simplicity. If it says 1 quart, just mix to about 950 milliliters in the 1 liter and you're golden. Okay, so 950 milliliters. Okay, cool. Sweet. So this will be good. Okay, so for 1 quart of mixture, I need 20 ounces of water. Oh, 590. I was like, how many milliliters is that? Why would you do that to me? 591 milliliters. Okay. That's cool. So we can do that. 591 milliliters. 8 ounces of developer A, 2 ounces, and 2 ounces. 8, 2, 2. So we got 8. Oh, this has 8 ounces in it. Oh, nice. This is going to be so easy, bro. Because guess what? 2 ounces, sweet. All right, so this is going to be super easy. So basically all I have to do is fill this to 591. So it's ready. It's the temperature's good. All right, I have to fill this to 591. And then I have to put these 3 bottles. It's like they knew what they were doing. These 3 bottles, I'll put them all in here. And then what do? Okay, let me consult ChatGPT really quick because I feel like I'm going to get confused. Let's feel this water. Oh, yeah, that's like a nice little hot tub is what that is. Literally, a hot tub of water. Okay, so now let me go back to ChatGPT. I feel like I need a way better workstation for what I'm trying to do right now. Okay, good news. The kit is designed for 1 quart. So I can just use each of the bottles. The question is, should I just do these measurements in the 1 liter measuring container, add the chemicals, and then transfer to my plastic storage bottles for heating? I know you guys can read, but I feel like part of the streaming game is narration. Yes, that's exactly in the smoothest way to do it. Amazing. All right, so wait. Revelations on film. 1/4 of a liter. Thanks. I appreciate that. Shepe. Hepe. Cool. This is gonna be fun. All right. So let's see where ChatGPT. Use your 1 liter measuring cup. Sous vide pitcher, not that. To measure and mix. Hold on. Part A, part B, add distilled water to top it up to about 1 liter total volume. Okay, that is an easier way to do it. Gently mix. Pour it into your labeled plastic storage. Put the storage bottle into the sous vide water bath to maintain the temp of 102 or slightly above. Oh, so we want to go to 102 then. We'll do 103 just for safety. Okay, so now, but I don't need the chemicals warm while mixing, right? Meaning I can add them to the separate 1 liter measurer. By the way, this is how I talk to ChatGPT every day, and I'm basically exposing how unintelligent I am because it tells me these things and I have to reconfirm this a million times. But to be fair, it's given me incorrect instructions before. Then the storage bottle, then start heating into the bath. Correct? All right. That'll be cool. All right. Measure part A, part B into your measuring container. Add enough distilled water to bring it up to 950 milliliters. Stir gently to mix it all together. Pour that into your plastic storage bottle. then put the storage bottle in the sous vide machine for use. Okay, great. Okay. A little stressed. I'm not really that stressed. I do think I need these funnels. I need a stirrer. I don't think I got a stirrer. A stirring thing. Stir stick. I was supposed to, and I forgot, I think. So I got these little funnels. Look how cool these little funnels are. Look at this thing. It's just like a little burp. Cool. It makes that noise too when you pop it open. Burp. This is pretty cool. So this is going to go in here eventually. But for now, it's not gonna. I feel like that might be blocking the action. Yeah, that's blocking things. Sorry. I need to really pay attention to the stream here so that you're getting the full show. All right, this is at 109 degrees. So it's too warm, but it's coming down. So that's that. What else am I going to do? I have to get water. I have to fill this. I'm going to put all this in here. Wait, let me double check. All right. 8 ounces, 2 ounces, 2 ounces of the developer. Okay. So this is going to work like a treat. So I've got this guy. This is scary. I don't want to spill any of this because it's all I have. What is this? Somebody said something? Is that German? Strasselmleka dalswidza. I don't know what that means, but maybe. I'm trying to develop this film. Need craft. I'm glad you guys are in here with me. This is pretty fun. All right, I'm going to pop a hole in this. So then I can pour it in without having to deal with all this other shit. Okay, so now pour this all in here. So far, so good. This is 8 ounces, people. 8 ounces of developer A. These are chemicals. All right. 8 ounces of developer A. Okay? Trash. Now, developer B. Okay? Developer B. Gonna get this going. Like this. Is this right? Developer B? I guess it doesn't matter. It's all going in there. I feel like I'm in like chemistry class. This is cool. Just wanted to let you know YouTube randomly added your live stream to my recommendation. Cool. That's neat. Thanks, Brent. Wait, thanks, Banana. Banana for your production. Have you watched one of these before, or is this the first time you've seen it? Because I would be really curious if it's based on like you having seen my stuff already, or if it's just random. Or, I mean, I don't care really. It's awesome. I really appreciate you letting me know that, because I've been very discouraged the last couple of days about YouTube. Not really discouraged. I mean, I know it's a process, but it's disheartening to spend 2 weeks on a video that you shot for, hours in Utah and then have like 100 people, or not even 100 people, like 100 views. That's crazy. Awesome. Well, thanks, Banana. I appreciate you stopping by and checking it out. That means a lot. That you told me that, because that's really motivating to continue doing this type of stuff. I mean, this is interesting to me, so surely it's interesting to somebody else. Okay, so I'm adding the third. With that being said, I'm looking at videos right now and subbing. Great, thanks. That's awesome. I'm super stoked. Check out the last one, the Utah one I just made, and tell me what you think. I'm really pumped about how it came out. And it's, I spent a long time doing it, so I really appreciate you stopping by and hanging out. Okay, so I did those chemicals, throwing that in the bucket of trash. And then, what else am I doing? I have to add water to this. So there's a bathroom right there, so I'm going to go over there really quick, and I'm going to add water. But I should probably do distilled water. So Give me 2 seconds. Please don't leave. Well, you can leave if you want. It's Saturday. You probably got shit to do. It's 8 p.m. on a Saturday, Eastern time. So if you're here, I appreciate it. But I'm going to be back. I'm not even going to leave the chat or anything or put this on pause, but I'm going to put in the chat, be back in 2 minutes because I'm going to get water for this. Getting water in case people come in and don't know where I am. Getting water. I got to fill this water up to here with all these chemicals. So let me just triple check. Pull up ChatGPT. A, B, did that. It's only saying B, but there is a C. 1 liter measuring container. Add enough distilled water to bring it up to 950 to 1 liter total volume. Okay, be right back. 2 seconds. I'm going to add water to this, and I'll be right back. Probably 1 minute or less. Well, actually, maybe 2 minutes. Back. Everybody left. No. Everybody left. Okay. It's all good. So now I have to mix this. I didn't have any mixing things, so I have this bamboo straw. We have 10 of them or something. We don't need 10. So this one's going to be the mixing for the gadingy. All right. Stir gently to mix it all together. Pour that into your plastic storage bottle. Labeled developer. Well, it's not labeled yet, but it will be at some point today. But I'm going to put it in the red capped thing. So remind me, if I forget, that the developer is in the red capped storage bottle. Okay. So now, I've done that. I've mixed it. This has chemicals on it now. Put that on the paper. Now, we are going to pour that into the plastic storage bottle. Then put the storage bottle into the sous vide bath. Okay, doing that. That's the lid. How do I get this sucker off of here? How do I get this off? This is child-proof, which means it's me-proof. How does this work? How does this work? It's got little teeth on it. Do I have to squeeze this thing? Oh no. How do I get this on? How do I take this off? How does one do this? This is embarrassing. How do I take this off? Does anybody know how to remove a cap like this? It's got these little serrated teeth thingies. Oh, I should move this too so you can actually see what I'm doing. All right. Now, I'm trying to remove this thing. Do I just pop this off of here? Pop and lock and drop it? It was just sitting there. Oh, maybe that's why. Interesting. How do I get this off? Oh, that's how. Huh, interesting. Okay, so maybe I gotta put this on there somehow. I hate that this is the bottleneck right now, that I can't even get this frickin' thing off. How do I get this off? How do I get this off? This seems ridiculous. Okay, maybe that. I think I might have broke it, but whatever. Oh, I mean, maybe I didn't. Maybe it's supposed to do that. Whatever. This is fine. Okay, cool. So I got this. This is the developer. We're going to put the developer in there. So I'm scared. Oh, funnel. Funnel. That's why I got the funnel. Yes. That's what this is for. ChatGPT. I'm telling you, ChatGPT taught me how to do this the other day. All right, so we're going to use the funnel. It's getting close. I mean, technically. Hold on. I'm scared. All right, did that. That was scary. 1 liter of fluids are in this here thingy. All right. Is this going to leak? Nope, not going to leak. Okay, now this is going in the water. I might have to dump more water out. I'm definitely going to have to dump more water out. Damn. Shit. Okay, I'm going to have to dump more water out. This is tricky now that I've gotten this whole shedingy set up here. How do I get water out of this easily? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go like this. This is way smarter. I'm just going to empty it. Like this. Be right back. You know what? I'm going to use this to wash this out too. I probably should wash this anyways. Oh. I can just do it all at once. Great. This is awesome. Thinking on your feet. Thinking on your feet. All right. Great. Okay. Maybe I should... Whatever. Okay. I can always put more water in this. All right. I'm dumping this down the drain. 2 seconds. That's heating up. So now, wait, hold on. Let's see what this says. There's a guy who took a photo of it, and changed the colors to get a new photo. More water. Yeah. Yeah, you know what's crazy is, so the reason why I did this was because I started shooting film recently, and, you know, it costs like $20 or no, actually sometimes it costs like $30 or $40 even to develop a roll of film. So let me shut this off so I can talk to you better. So to develop a roll of film, it costs like $25, $30. And then if you want to scan it, it costs like another $20. So it's like $50 every time you want to develop film, at least at some places. And the roll itself costs like, you know, $16, $10, $9, however much it is. And so you're talking about 36 shots of film, like a $70 process turning around. Say if you're, you know, maybe in Atlanta it's cheaper now. I was in LA when I got it done the first time. So let's just say $50. $50 every time I do a roll of film. That means I'm not going to want to shoot a lot of film. I want to shoot a lot of film. So I was like, maybe if I develop this myself, it'll be cheaper. Then I found out that because I have a Canon R5, it's like a high resolution camera, I can actually scan this film the same, like, and it's just as high quality as them scanning it at the store, and sometimes even better. So the first process is to develop the film, and then provided this all goes well, which it seems to be going well, and I think now that I've got it, I can figure this out, even if it doesn't go well this time. I can get a little station that positions my camera down at the negatives, and I can take photographs of it with a 100 millimeter macro, which I already own, and then I can have it scanned digitally. So then this whole process becomes free. So then I'll have to pay for this kit like once every 24 rolls, and then I'll have to pay for film, and that's it. And I won't have to worry about any of the processing fees. So it's pretty cool. And yeah, those prices are crazy. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to ChatGPT because I'm gonna need her soon. Yeah, that's cool. Heck yeah. Well, I'm glad. That's pretty sweet. As a programmer, what kind of stuff do you program? All right, I'm going back. I'm gonna wait for your response. Okay, so now, let me talk to ChatGPT. I did the developer. Should I do the Blix now and have it prepped? All right, let's see. Cool. Yeah, no, totally. I think it's great. And also, like, once you figure something out, you figured it out. So the next time I do this, maybe one more time I'll do this. I'll have to, like, think about it again. But by the third time, I'm literally just going to be like, cool, boom, ding. It's going to take me 15 minutes to do this. So I definitely am with you. Picking up skills is the best thing to do. Okay, go ahead and mix the Blix right now while you're in setup mode. Measure part A, blah, blah, blah. Top it off with distilled water until you hit around 1 liter. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. So yeah, for 1 quart, 8 ounces, 2 ounces, 4 ounces of the C. Oh shit, do I not have enough? Oh, okay, I do. Okay, perfect. That's cool. This is getting recommended to people. This is so fun. Buy a film camera for so long and the price of developing film. Yeah, so check this out. I'm going to re-go over this. I'm sorry for anybody that was in here a minute ago. Were you in here a minute ago whenever I explained all this? Because I'll stop if you tell me mid-sentence that you heard my whole rant about film prices and processing. But if you didn't, I'm going to say it now. Yeah, so I bought a film camera too, and I was like, really want to get into film. I've been shooting digital for like 15 years. Then I was like, man, I really would like to get into film. I like physical mediums. I like prints, things like that. And yeah, it costs like, let's rant. It costs like $50 to get your film processed and scanned. So I was like, surely you could do this at home. So I figured out how you can do it at home with this kit. This whole kit cost me $300, which sucks. But I have everything now. So now that I have everything, these chemicals cost like $35. So it's going to cost me like $35 for the chemicals every 24 rolls of film. That would be 24 times 50 normally if I had to process through the lab. So I'm going to save like literally thousands of dollars over the lifetime of how long I shoot film. So yeah, I say you should go for it. And I'm going to have this recorded and put up on the channel after this is over. So you can watch the whole thing, and I'm going to edit through it so that it's not all me rambling the whole time. I have a Pentax that my grandpa had, and then I saved up a bunch of money, and well, actually I had a Leica Q2, a digital camera, and because I was shooting, I have a couple high resolution cameras, and I love the Leica, but I was like, man, this is kind of overkill. I sold it and got an M6, which is also overkill for a film camera, but I really like how they were made and stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, I digress. Let me go ahead and do this part. So pour 8 ounces of this into this gadingy here. Can you guys see this okay? Hold on. Let me see. Oh yeah. So I've got this here. I wish I would have done this better. Sorry, I should have done this at like a desk or a table or something. This would have been a lot more effective. But honestly, I didn't really expect anybody to join this. I was just doing this for me. And now people are in here, so that's cool. All right, so we're going to open this one up. I shot a cool video at a waterfall yesterday that I'm going to be editing in the next couple days, and it'll probably be up on Thursday. It'll be similar to the Utah video that I just posted about everything. So 8 ounces of this. I'm trying to see what you said in the chat. Canon Net 28. Yeah, it totally is. It totally is. So you can scan you can, so the scanners, they have scanners at the place, as long as the negatives, I mean, the negatives will, if they've gotten deteriorated over time, like clearly that's going to show and stuff, but that's kind of part of the fun. But yeah, you can scan any film at any point in time as long as it's developed and the negative's not like destroyed. And then if you're going to do it yourself eventually or whatever, you can also do the same thing, because you're basically, so whenever you have your camera doing it the way I'm doing it, you're essentially just taking a high resolution picture of the negative, which is what they do when they scan it, but they use a scanning machine to do it. It's essentially the same thing, taking a picture of the negative. And then you can bring it into Lightroom and manipulate it however you want. So, a lot of purists, like for film, will not manipulate it. They just shoot it on film and they're just like, this is it. But for me, I don't care. I love manipulating stuff. So I probably won't do it too much, because part of this is just learning the film style and how each different film stock behaves. So a lot of it is about just discovering what Cinestill does and discovering what Kodak Gold does, or Portra 400 or Portra 800 or whatever. So the manipulation factor, is going to kind of ruin what it does, or it's going to enhance it or whatever. But I'm still going to probably for things I post on Instagram and stuff, probably enhance it a little bit, just because I'm a photography nerd and that's what I do. Okay. So got that in there. Then we got 2-ounce bottle of this. Uh-oh. Okay, I did that already. Trash. That would be interesting. Honestly, that would be really interesting to do. You should try it. You should try scanning it on a scanner. That'd be really interesting. But yeah, when I was reading about this, or not reading, when I was researching this with ChatGPT, it was saying that by using my high resolution digital camera that I already have, and I already have a macro, it's crazy how serendipitous things are, man. Like I was like, what would I need to, because I'm like, this is going to be an undertaking. Like, what would I need to scan my film myself? And I'm thinking it's going to be thousands of dollars. I'm not going to be able to do it. And it was like, you could use a digital camera. And I'm like, well, I have a Canon R5. And it was like, that's an amazing camera for scanning specifically. And that's what a lot of people use. And you're already a step ahead of even a lot of developers, like a lot of developing studios and stuff. So like your stuff will probably come out better than you would if you had it scanned professionally. And I'm like, that's pretty sick. So I'm doing this developing process first. I wanted to make sure I could handle it. Also, save a little more cash before I go and buy more stuff to do this. But I think all in, this is going to end up costing me probably, the developing costs, this whole thing's $300. All of this, the containers, the sous vide machine, everything. Now I only have to rebuy the kit for $30. But the stuff to hold the camera and the light panel and stuff to scan it to have even light and all that's fairly expensive. So all in, I'll probably be like $1,000. But still, that's less than 24 rolls of film being scanned. I mean, $50 again. That's outrageous over time. That's a lot of money to spend to get things like $1,300 just for 24 rolls, and I'm gonna probably shoot thousands of rolls of film over time. Trash. Okay, I'm ranting. I gotta chill. All right. So now I got the chemicals in there, and now I need to add up to 950 milliliters again. So now I've got this. Let me see OBS. Make sure that you guys can see this. Got this weird concoction. My intrusive thoughts just said to drink this. I'm pretty sure this would kill me. I've got this concoction. I have to go put water in this really quick, so bear with me. I'm going to fill this up, and I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Hold on, I'm going to read your what you said first. Develop the film or to scan it. Which one gives you the best result? So in order to scan the film, you have to develop it. So it's all part of the same process. So when you develop film, you're basically taking the negative that you shot and you're processing it so that you can see the image. Because when film is in its native form, like it is right now, like this roll of film that's inside this little container, if I pulled this out of the spool here, it would just get ruined. Like the light would ruin this, and it would be exposing it, overexposing it. So you put the film through the camera, you took the shot at the right shutter speed, it's all exposed properly, and then it's back in this little roll here. And so what you do with the film, or start to develop it, these chemicals basically develop the film so that you can see the image, so that it basically locks the exposure on the film. So it it eliminates the chemical process that happens on film that makes it expose. So developing basically like, I don't know what the technical words are, but developing it shows you the picture, and it also like locks the film so then it can be out in light and doesn't get exposed and all that stuff. So you have to develop the film so that you can see the picture, like you could see the picture, and then scanning it is basically digitizing it, like making it digital. So what they do, if I'm not mistaken, what they typically do is they would take the negative and they would load it on, like back in the day, or even now if you want to do this all analog, you would take the negative, you would load it up on a magnifier that shoots light through the negative and projects it onto film paper, which is basically developer paper. And then that's what you need a darkroom for. That's where they use all the chemicals and they expose it for a certain amount of time. Like that's the actual process of taking a developed negative and making it big into a picture. But in lieu of that, we take the negative and then we put it on a light panel, like an iPad basically, that projects light through the negative. And then it's basically a tiny little picture. And then you take the camera and you take a high resolution photo of the tiny little picture, and then you have a big picture, and that's how it gets digitized. Would it be possible to put the cap on the disposed bottles just in case the chemicals combine in the trash? Yeah, I will for sure. I definitely will. I believe they are. I think maybe one of them didn't snap on, but yeah, I'll do that for sure. Yeah, so let me put water in this, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, baby. More water! More water! More! Okay, I'm just making sure I didn't miss any comments. All right, cool. So now we got our bamboo stick again. We're going to mix this daddy up. This is really cool. Okay, so now we got this thing. And then, let's see what else I got to do. ChatGPT, where are you? I need you. I need you. Okay. Okay, let's see. Pour it in the second water to wood Blix. Okay, cool. So that's going to be this one. I'm going to pour it in here. This makes me nervous. I don't know why. Okay, cool. So we're going to pour this in here. This is like... Oh, no, we don't want to do it this way. We want to do the funnel. I was about to make a big mistake and ruin my office floor, probably. So now I got this funnel here. I wonder if I should use a different funnel, since I already used that funnel for the developer. I don't know that I need to do that, but I'm going to do it because I feel like that makes sense. And I have plenty of funnels because I got this little $6 funnel kit off of the web. Let's see. Would you say you're saving money by developing yourself, considering the price of all the materials? Yeah. So yeah, kind of like what I was saying earlier. At the low end. Yeah, at the low end, it's $40 to $50 to develop and scan a roll of film. So you're talking about every time you shoot a roll, which is 36 images, you have to do that. So that's let's just say $50 for easy math. So $100 for every 2 rolls. So that means for 24 rolls of film, it would cost you $1,200. Well, this kit, the chemical kit, does 24 rolls, and then all of these other items like the tub, and these are all just like things I bought off of Amazon, so you could probably find cheaper stuff. But like the tubs, the containers, the developer kit, the sous vide machine, all cost me about $350. And then in order to scan stuff, it's going to cost me about $700 to get all that stuff. So that's $1,000. So you're still coming in cheaper than what 24 rolls of film would take to develop at a lab. And so that's how much this kit can handle. And then the kit is just the chemicals. So that's $40. The chemicals are $40. So basically you spend, once you have all the equipment, you spend $40 every 24 rolls, as opposed to spending $1,200 every 24 rolls. So yeah, over time, I mean, if I decided to stop doing film tomorrow, then yeah, I wasted money. But, if I do this for the next 10 years, the rest of my life, and develop it like this for the rest of my life, then yeah, totally worth it for sure. Or honestly, even if I just do it a few times, because I like doing stuff like this. It's really fun. And kind of entertaining, I feel like. Did I mix this? Yes, I mixed it. Okay, we're good. We're golden. I'm really glad that YouTube recommended this on some people's feed. Someone else said that earlier, and they subscribed. They were like, this got recommended to me, and I don't even do photography. And I was like, oh. Then they saw my videos, and they were like, oh, I'm subscribing. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, so if you don't know, I post cinematic tip stuff, but I also post like story-driven short films and stuff on here about like, okay, I thought this was full. About like imposter syndrome and things that artists deal with. And just struggles that I have, life things. And then I also post like vlog videos of like crazy locations that I've been, like Utah. I just posted it 2 days ago. The one that's called This Place Changed My Life. It's basically a travel video that's like an adventure blog, super fun, cool cinematic shots. So check that out if you like that kind of thing. And if you don't, then don't. Okay, so now I did that. Put this thing. I'm going to have to rinse these funnels off. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can replicate a film look just by knowing what to do in like Lightroom. So like, let me show you for a second. And this isn't exactly film because I'm not going for a total film look, but there's aspects of film processing that I like flat blacks and matted blacks and like matte highlights and things like that. So I'll show you some stuff really fast. If I can make a window capture. Hold on, let me pull up Lightroom real quick. I'll show you some stuff that I've shot, and you'll see what I mean. So let me pull up a window capture, Lightroom. Let's find Lightroom real quick. 2 seconds. Okay, so this is some, let me resize this really quick so you can actually see it. Maybe. There we go. Transform. Fit to screen. Okay. So now, if I scroll through these pictures, sorry, let me find my Lightroom panel real quick. Okay, so if I scroll through these, so you'll be able to see like some of this stuff. So like if you look in the blacks here, like this black area right here, that's like a really classic film look. So like if I hadn't lifted the shadows, those blacks would be darker like that. Or a better way to example that would probably be if I show you this right here, like I'll drop the black. See how it's like gets richer or flatter? Like that flatness and how I'm raising it. This like matted look is a really big film characteristic. So you can definitely take digital images and make them look a lot more like film. And in fact, what they do in movies, for movies that are shot digitally, they'll shoot them digitally and then they'll process them with film. Like they'll basically put them on film after they're digitized to get some of those characteristics of film that we like. So you can absolutely get a film effect by doing it. You kind of learn the characteristics that you like. And honestly, a big part of this process for me has been because I like the film aesthetic. the reason I got a digital camera and started shooting film was because I wanted to be very versed in like what different film stocks look like, because different film stocks have different characteristics. So like Cinestill versus Kodak Gold versus Portra 800 or like something like that. They all have different characteristics and different colors, and the way they handle colors is different. And so I like when someone knows, as a photographer or cinematographer, I like when they know their medium so well that they're like, oh yeah, I really kind of want a Cinestill look for this. I really kind of want to edit this like Kodak Gold. And like, it's because they're familiar with those characteristics that they can do that. So for me, part of getting the film, this might overflow, so I might have to empty this again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take water out of this. Part of me getting into film was that purpose, was like, I want to be so knowledgeable about what certain film stocks look like that I can communicate that to someone else when I'm talking about cinematography, because that's my passion, is like cinematography and stuff. And so I can be like, yeah, I really would like these reds to look like the reds from Cinestill or whatever, and actually know what I'm talking about. So that's kind of the whole purpose. Is it hard to obtain film? No, it's super popular, actually. Film is actually very popular. It came back into popularity in the last like decade. So it's really easy to find film. There are like older film stocks that are kind of hard to get a hold of, or they're a little more expensive, but film has made like a massive surge, which is why there's all these tools available to develop now. I'm going to pour this water out real quick. I feel like I should probably do a little more water because I feel like this is going to be a mess. I probably should get a towel and... Oh, shit. I totally just spilled. Okay. I'm going to leave that alone because I don't want it to overflow. Okay. So now... Yeah, less water! Less water! Okay. This is part of the part of the process that I'm in. I'm going to put these funnels in here so I can clean these up later. And I'll dispose of everything properly like I promised. Now what I have to do is I have to wait for these two containers to get to 110 degrees, which I don't know exactly how I know when that happens because the water's already 110. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT about how long that'll take for safety. And then we have to take this guy. This is really going to be the scary part. So I have to take the roll of film out of, where is it? Out of here. Out of this thing. I'm going to remove this too, so now I have less things on my desk so we can see stuff better. And I might actually put this on my desk now that we're all kind of done, although that seems risky with my computer. So maybe I won't do that. Oh no, there's chemicals on my desk. My wooden desk. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Oh, goodness gracious. This little plastic thing. I'm going to wipe this off. Okay. Okay. So now, I take this film roll and I take it out of this canister and I put it on this spool right here. One of these spools, because you can do two at a time. One of these spools. And then... So I have to do this in a dark room, which is this thing. So instead of having to be in a dark room, this is like a little black box that you put your arms in, and it's completely pitch black. And I'm going to scoot over so I'm more centered on the frame. I don't know why I didn't do that earlier. Sorry. It's because of the microphone. So this thing you can put your arms in. It's completely black. It's like a black room for your arms. So I'll put this inside here. I'll put the... film roll inside there. I'll load the film onto this spool, and then inside I will also put it into this thing. I think I've got to verify all of this, by the way, because I don't exactly know how to do this. And then I put this guy on here, and then I can take it out of the little black room. Yeah, I got to test it for sure. This is going to be probably a process. So yeah, then I put this in here. This is now sealed from light, and then I can pour the chemicals in here sequentially in order of which they're supposed to happen, and then I'll be able to develop the film. So we still have a long time yet. I think this will probably end up taking Not right now because I have to figure out how to do it all. But eventually, I think this whole process will take me like 20 minutes. But clearly, we've already been streaming for like 2 hours. So, or however long we have been streaming. Hour, I don't know. So yeah. Anyway, so I'm waiting on this to warm up. I'm gonna move these bottles over here. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. Oh, what was that? Oh, that was the bamboo stick. Okay. One second, just cleaning up a little mess. Okay. So I'm gonna ask. Is that what you said? An hour and 45 minutes? Oh, approximately the stream. I thought you meant to heat up the water. I was like, holy shit. It's going to take that long to heat these chemicals up? I was like, that seems ridiculous. Okay. So let's ask ChatGPT. Okay. Can you guys see ChatGPT on the screen? I feel like that's part of this process. Using AI to do analog things is pretty funny. Okay. So about how long do you think it would take the chemicals to heat up in the sous vide? I don't know how to spell this. Bath. $20 to 30 minutes. Damn. That's a long time. Okay. I'm going to tell it the water I used was in the fridge. This is actually fine because this is going to give us a... Wait, what's option 1? Chill and let the sous vide do its thing. Just let it warm up naturally. It's slow but steady. Keep the bottle submerged up to their neck. Oh, 45 minutes to an hour. Okay, so we'll give it an hour just because I don't want to ruin this. It would be really a shame to get all this process happening and then not let the water get warm enough and then ruin the film by not having it be able to be developed properly. So in the meantime, what I can do is I can figure out the best way to learn how to put this film onto these spools, because I have to do this in the dark. Not in the dark, but I'm not going to be in the dark, but my hands will, and I'll be like doing it like in a box that I can't see inside of, so I'm going to have to do it by feel. And this little spool has like little grooves on it, so that I'm pretty sure the film, it doesn't just go wrapped around here. It like glaces in between all these little grooves so that all the negatives are spread out appropriately. And then it can, this comes apart. How crazy. And then it can, is this part of it? Oh, interesting. So then it can, evenly develop. So yeah. So I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. Maybe I'll look up a YouTube video. I told myself, though, the deal was that I didn't want to use any video to learn how to do this. I wanted to either read the instructions or use ChatGPT. So maybe I'll stick with that. But I have to figure out how to do it. Let me read what you wrote. The water is hot. So the water in the sous vide machine or in the bucket is 109 degrees. But the chemicals were room temperature, and the water that I mixed the chemicals in these bottles was refrigerated, so it was like 40 degrees. So now that water inside those containers is, probably 55 degrees, and now it's being warmed by the water bath that is 109. So basically it's in a hot tub, and it's just gradually bringing the chemicals up to 102.3 degrees. It said do 110 to make it so that once... Whoops. That's not what we want to do. How do I switch it? No. Yeah, temperature. So it put to 109 degrees, so it'll heat faster. All right. So now, what do I need to do? I need to, I don't need this container because it's empty. I need to learn how to load this. Oh, I also need to build my little, this would be a good time to do this. So it's 9 p.m. here. So in an hour, approximately an hour, I'll be ready to do this. I'm very hungry, actually. Whoa, gloves. Oh man, this is intimidating. There's a lot of stuff. What is this? Oh, it's like a little tent. Oh, this is going to be crazy. All right. So I got the little tent poles. Got this thing. I'll put that in there. I don't know what this is for. Gloves. I guess I should probably wear gloves to handle this stuff, I would assume. These are little caps. This is my little box, my little bag. So you can do it like a bag or you can make it like a tent and it'll have space inside. So I think that's what I'm probably going to do. How do you open this sucker? Oh, here it goes. It's Velcroed. It's all Velcroed together and zipped. Interesting. This is so cool. All right. So this is how you open this bad boy up. This is a light, tight box. Okay, so I'm opening it up. I need the instructions for this. Where are they? Instructions, where are you? Let's see. What is this for? Oh, this is the labels for the little bottles. Okay. Where'd the instructions go for this thing? Looking for the instructions. That's not it. Is this it? Hold on. Are there instructions? Yeah. Instructions. Okay. Whew. Okay. I'll throw all that away in a little while. All right, I got the instructions. Oh, you make a little box out of this gadingy. That makes sense. Okay, cool. All right, so get this all out. And then bust this out. It's very warm in here. I'm going to turn the fan on. It's very hot. Okay, fan's coming on. Okay. So you're going to do all this without being able to see inside the pouch. Yes, exactly. So, not all of it. So all I have to do inside the pouch, which is a lot to me at least, is inside the pouch, I have to get the film out. I have to roll it onto this roller. I have to stick this in here. Pop this on. Tighten it like that, and then I can pull it out like this. I believe. I might mess this all up, and this might be a big waste of time. I really hope not, because it would be really sad if this live doesn't end with some cool developed photos. But honestly, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, you know? Okay, so now I'm building this little tent. I got this one because you can do this as a bag. You don't need this to be like a little tent. But I just felt like it would be more spacious, clearly more spacious, and easier to do if it was like a structured, like, little thing. Okay, so I've got these little elbows. So the first thing to do okay, I see. So these four. Okay, I know how to do this already. Okay. So, get one of these guys. Try blindfold and we could tell you how it was. That's pretty funny. I might do that. That's really funny. That'd be hilarious. Okay, so we got this little joint. And then this is another little joint. And we got to hook these things together. This is so interesting. Okay. So all these little pieces out. This is like Legos. All right. So we got this. How's you guys' night going, by the way? I didn't ask that before. Or if it's night. Where are you guys at? Where are you from? Are you guys on the East Coast or are you somewhere else? I'm in Atlanta. This little thing. This is one side. Where's my phone? Okay, right there. This is one side. Somewhere else. Got it. Cool. Let's see. Oh, damn. That's crazy. That's cool. My friend just moved to Costa Rica. Like literally like 2 days ago. I don't know. That's not Central America though. I don't know. I'm really not sure, to be honest. 2 a.m. That's crazy. What are you doing up? Watching me, I guess. It's hilarious. Okay. That's cool. 7 p.m. My girlfriend's Puerto Rican. She's in Puerto Rico. She called. I don't know if you guys. I think you guys were on here earlier. She was a little sad because she used to. She was a film. She is a film photographer, and she's a photographer in general. And went to college and did photography. It was like one of her. I think it was like a minor that she did, maybe, or something like that. But she did all of this stuff before, and she was like in love with film, and she was really excited about this. And I kind of screwed the pooch because I didn't know that she wanted to do this with me. Or, I mean, maybe I did and I just forgot or whatever. I didn't think about it, but I feel bad now. But she was okay with it. But I wish she was here because she really likes doing stuff like this. But she's Puerto Rican. She's in Puerto Rico. She's shooting a movie. Like a little rock star. I'm confused. What do I... Oh, those are these things. Okay. So I got this. So I'll build this one. Stumbled upon your stream. What's your test on Monday? What if your test was on developing film? Like a perfect stream. The perfect stream for Monday. Oh, I think I fucked this up somehow. Wait. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, I'm great. Okay, I'm good. I'm solid. Is like the fancy country in Central America. Interesting. I didn't know that. I really want to go down there because I've heard that the kite surfing is good, and I kite surf. So I really want to check it out. Also, why do you think it's become fancy country? Has it always been that way, or is it because of tourism? That's really curious. Physics? Holy shit. Well, this isn't physics. This is chemistry. I was going to say, surely some of this is physics. I mean, it's physics because we're on planet Earth and gravity's holding us down, I suppose. But yeah, this is chemistry for sure. Okay, so now we go like this. And we go like this. Then we go like this. No, that's not right. That is incorrect. We use this. I told myself I wasn't going to eat unhealthy tonight, but I did jujitsu earlier today, and I'm very, very tired and starving. And I feel like I need to replenish myself with some cookies or something. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I've never been. My friend went down there. I've had a couple friends actually live there, um, do ceremonies and stuff, and super into the spiritual side of things. Um, so I know that was like a big appeal for a few of them. Throw that away later. Okay, so now a family pressure, no choice but engineering. Countries like Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua seem rough around the edges. I was gonna go to Nicaragua for a while. Oh, this is not where this goes. I was gonna go to Nicaragua for a while because I used to help teach seminars for what's called tricking, martial arts tricking. It's basically like acrobatics within martial arts. And I'm not much of a tricker, but I was a gymnast growing up at a very high level, and so I taught fundamentals of like acrobatics for seminars and things every now and again. And this group of kids from Nicaragua would come up and do these seminars, and they had a sponsor, a guy that I guess runs the church down there or whatever, and takes them on these trips every year to the States to learn tricking and stuff. And then they are doing this stuff, like they have mattresses and things set up to like use as like a padding and like floor and stuff. It's really insane. But I asked him, I was like, man, I'd be really interested in coming down there and like, teaching and helping and for a little bit of time. And it didn't end up working out because I got busy with my career, but it was something I really wanted to do. Oh, I gotta find this thing I just dropped. Do you have engineers in your family? Is that why they wanted you to do that, or they just wanted you to do something that was like that type of deal, that type of level? Ooh, I have messed this up somehow. Oh, here we go. Okay, so now I need to put these little elbows on. You know what's cool about this thing is that I don't know that I would have done this without doing the stream. Like, who knows when I actually would have gotten around to doing this, but because I wanted to stream this, because I'm exploring different content types on my channel, I was like, this seems like a fun thing for photography nerds and cinematography nerds. Yeah, totally, I get it. So I was like, man, maybe this would be a good thing to do. And since I'm trying to make content a lot, I was like, well, I need to produce something, so I probably should do this little stream for the film developing. Originally, this was just going to be an unboxing, and then I was going to do this and then maybe do like a highlight reel or whatever, but it's become a full-fledged top to bottom process. So do you like what you're doing at least at all, or no? Is it interesting to you at all, or is it just straight up like got to do it kind of thing? Oh, I totally will, for sure. I totally will. You know what also I'm probably going to do is I'll probably cut this up. I mean, not people probably aren't going to watch this from top to bottom until the future when my channel is more popular. Because you like to retroactively watch people that you like. So hopefully that ends up being the case later down the line. But until then, I'm gonna cut the fat out of this. Like all the times I go grab the water and read the instructions and stuff. Like I'll probably cut all that out, or at least most of it, so that this moves a little quicker. Okay, so I have this frame built. So like right now, I wouldn't show that whole building process. I would just go, I have this frame built, and now we're gonna put it in the. Oh no, it's coming apart. All right, I got to squish it all together to make sure it's not going to come apart. Engineering, physics. Become a box. 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 And to your... Oh, yeah, I want to edit out the... What, you don't want me to edit out the water parts? Why? Why is that funny? And also, Allie, I feel like you said you like to go in the arts or whatever, um, but you can always do photography. Photography is something that I didn't go to school for photography. I went to school for a year and then I dropped out. Then I played music professionally for 3 years, and then I started um, I started in the film industry, and now I work in film. Um, but like I just learned photography as a hobby along the way, and now I use it all the time. So, okay, so now I've got this done. Now I got to put this in the box, in the bag, to become a tent. So let's see how I do this. Does this get attached somehow? Nope, it sure doesn't. You just pop it right in there. So we're gonna go in. Yeah, you should, man. You should do photography on the side as a hobby. It's the best hobby there is. And you know what I think is cool about film? I think film is so freaking cool because of the fact that, the argument could be made that this is also true for digital. But I think what's really interesting about film is that you get a little piece of celluloid, which is what film is, and you get a little piece of film, and when you expose it to light for a certain amount of time, it imprints what it's I don't even know how it really works. It like how it imprints the image, but it takes in the image, and then that is a physical representation of like a moment in time, which is insane. Digital is the same, but it's like it's an information piece at that point because it's on a chip. But like I just think there's something so cool about the fact that when you expose film, that picture lives on a physical medium, and then you end up putting it digitally or whatever, but you have that little tiny picture that was exposed to like a memory of life. It's really interesting. And for music, I played pop punk. So I played in a pop punk band called Schoolboy Humor. We're actually on Spotify still, if you want to check it out. Literally think like Fall Out Boy meets like the Jonas Brothers. That's what we were. If you're familiar with either of those, I'm not sure how old you are. But yeah, man, I think film is just so cool. This isn't wanting to fit for some reason. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I also agree with that about film. So like yesterday, there's multiple cool things about film, but yeah, you have one shot at taking the picture, so you can't. Oh, I'm gonna grab my film camera, so I'll show you. But you have one shot at taking that picture, and you can't mess it up. That's true. The other thing is like a lot of the older film cameras like mine, you have to manually focus. So you don't have an autofocus that you hit a button and it manually, it automatically just focuses and you can take the picture. You're having to really take your time to get it, make sure that it's sharp before you take the image. And then once you pull the trigger, you don't know. You don't know if your camera malfunctioned. You don't know if, the focus was off. You don't know anything until you develop it. And so it's like a little treat. Also, if you don't shoot the shit out of your film, like you don't just shoot all in one day, you shoot over like a couple weeks. By the time you develop it, it's like a little surprise. It's like a little surprise what's on your film because you're like, oh, if this is from 3 weeks ago, I don't even remember going to this party or like this little event or whatever. So I think it's pretty neat. My girlfriend's texting me, so I'm gonna answer her real quick. Okay. So I got this thing. This is the dark room. Is this cool or what? Hold on, let me pull up the thing. Okay, so now you stick your hands in here. But how does it keep from being exposed to? Oh, there's like another little tunnel. So there's like a tunnel and then a tube where you put your arm through it, and then there's another tunnel and it squeezes around your wrist. So it's super black in there. That's so crazy. Look at this. This looks very disgusting. But I'm a perv, so that's why it looks disgusting. Okay. Done. That's really rad. So now we only have 40 minutes left to let this heat up. Excuse me. I'm doing this live stream. Waiting on the chemicals to warm. All right. Let me read your thing. Sorry, I got to pull up the thingy. Okay. Does heating the chemicals cause pressure to build up inside those bottles? No, it shouldn't. This is all designed for this stuff. It's not making the pressure build up. It's just heating these up because this process has to happen at 102 degrees. So that's why it has to be at a very specific temperature. These chemicals don't become active until they're warm, I think. Okay. So now, I don't want to do that. That was scary. Okay. So now I'm going to ask ChatGPT. Yeah, no, I think it's cool. Well, that's what I was saying to Shep earlier is that film has made a resurgence. I'm not sure if you guys are. I mean, you said you're not super into photography, but there's a creator on YouTube, massive creator, Peter McKinnon, which is ultimately kind of how I was exposed to film. Big influence on me and the channel and stuff because I like his vibe and I could see us being homies. Peter, no, he's cool. I just like his channel. I think he's cool. Got a good vibe. Seems like an old band dude, which is I was a band kid, so. But because of his popularity and how big he is on YouTube and how much of an influence he has on the photography community, he almost like single-handedly resurrected like film shooters. And then of course people that have been shooting film for their whole careers are like, fuck Peter McKinnon, he's ruining it all and driving up film prices. I'm like, he's like exposing new people to the art, man. Like, I mean, I got into film. I always wanted to try film, but because of him posting about doing it, I was like, that's a really neat process. And I really vibe with what he's talking about. My lady's on. It's funny. Now she can do the film with me. But yeah, so I also think it's cool that film has been around for 135 years at this point. I'm going to grab my camera so you guys can see. So this is my camera. Let me see OBS real quick so I can make sure I'm on camera. This is my camera right here. This little Leica M6. And this is a rangefinder. This is a rangefinder camera. So what that means is whenever I look through my viewfinder, I'm not actually looking through the lens. I'm looking through this hole right here. And I don't know how this works, but basically it's like refracting the image through this like little rangefinder, which is this little window. And so the way that I can tell that I'm in focus when I focus is that the image becomes like singular. So like it's double image. It'll be like if it's out of focus, my hands will look like this. And then as it becomes in focus, my hands become like one image. And that's how you tell that it's in focus. All that to say, whenever you're shooting, you don't just get to go, whoop, it's in focus. You have to like really pay attention and like kind of play with it. And I'm really slow at doing it, but it slows the process down even more. So yeah. One second. Anyway, pretty cool process, but it just takes a minute. It takes a while to compose your shots, and because of that, it really slows things down. Which means it takes me, I could shoot 1,000 images digitally in a day at like a really cool location, and it would be really hard to shoot more than like 2 or 3 rolls of film, which is like 100 images, because of how long it takes and how you have to compose and how you don't want to waste your shots, like all that stuff. So it's pretty neat. So yeah, man, I'm starving. I feel like I'm very hungry. I really need to find that other film roll. Actually, let me ask my lady. Do you know where that bad film roll I had went, or where I put it? Okay, cool. I'm trying to find this film roll that I had, because I would really like to be able to test drive this this process before I have to do this for real. I'm starving. How does this work? Oh, I bet I have to. Oh, cool. I think I get it. I think I know how to do this. Maybe. I think I just push it in there. Oh, and then do I wind it? Wait. Hold on. I'm just going to ask ChatGPT. Maybe I can learn this. Maybe I can learn this via text as opposed to having to watch a video. Because this thing didn't come with instructions. I can't believe it. And then online, it says that there are instructions, and there are certainly not. No, totally. You definitely don't get instant gratification. I mean, I don't know that I would be as like psyched about film if I wasn't already into digital, because I have that outlet. Film to me is fun because you don't have the instant gratification, and you kind of just have to rely on your skills and the things that you've learned about shooting. But also, that's part of the process. Like you're gonna do some shitty rolls of film, and you're gonna mess up some rolls of film, and like you're gonna learn over time, and it's part of the art of getting better at it. So I feel like that's a part of it. Also, I did want a little bit of more instant gratification than digital, or than normal film, which is normally like do a roll of film, find time to go to the lab, find time to get them develop it, spend a week getting developed, and then wait forever. Versus now, I could literally shoot a roll of film, come home, do this process, and it would be developed by that evening. So it's a little more instant, not in the moment, but a little more instant. All right. So, what was that? That was scary. I made a noise. It's like a squirrel back there. Man, I really want to. Oh, I was asking ChatGPT. I just squirreled so hard. All right. I can't find the instructions. For the developer tube thingy. So I don't know the proper way to roll the film onto this spool. Let's see what it says. Okay. Oh, I'm starving right now. I feel like I'm so hungry. Yeah, I mean, ultimately that's pretty much a digital camera, because what scanning is making it digital. So, but digital camera is basically what you're talking about. Okay, how do I do this? How do I... All right, let me see what it says. All right. Walk you through a super simple right here, and you can literally read this out loud to your stream. I am going to read this out loud to my stream because I'm reading. Cut the leader off the film roll. The leader is that long, skinny piece at the end of the start of the film. Cut it straight across so you have a flat edge. Find the start point of the reel. I think that is right here. Start point of the reel. The reel will have two little notched ramps where the film feeds in. Look closely. The sides aren't just flat. There's a little ramp shape. Oh, okay. I see that, I think. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I have this little ramp. And then feed the film into those starting grooves. Push it about an inch or two, even enough that it feels gripped. Use the twist method to load it in. Hold each side of the reel with one hand. Twist back and forth gently, like revving a motorcycle throttle. As you twist, the reel will walk the film. Oh. Wait, what? Oh. Hey guys, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna call my lady to tell her goodnight really quick. I'm gonna mute myself. 1 second. All right, I'm back. I was telling my lady good night. She's in Puerto Rico. Okay, so now I'm so hungry. Okay. The reel will have 2 notched ramps when the film feeds in. Look closely. The sides aren't just flat. There's a ramp above, blah, blah, blah. Use the twist method to load it. Hold each side of the reel with one hand. Twist back and forth gently, like revving a motorcycle. As you twist, the reel will walk itself into the film, loading in a spiral. If you hear it crackling or feel resistance, back up slightly and keep it smooth. It should load without force. Load the entire roll. Cut off the film canister. When you get to the end where the film is attached to the canister spool, cut it clean off with scissors. Right at the base, assemble the tank. Put the loaded reel onto the center post. Place it in the tank. Lock the lid and funnel onto the tank tight. Now your film is safely in the light tank and you can take it out of the bag. But let me just make sure I understand this. But I can leave the lid off, right? Because I have to pour the chemicals in. All right. Polaroid's nice, but doesn't have the same exact look and feel as film. Yeah, true. I do like Polaroids though. I have like a little printer. I have a little Polaroid printer where I hook up my phone and it prints stuff out. That's pretty neat. All right, so we're getting close here. We got like 20 more minutes, but I feel like I can use the time here because I'm trying to really remember what this thing's talking about. It said hold both sides with one hand. I don't understand how that works. Oh, I see what it's saying. Load the film on the reel. Totally dark. Put the reel onto the center column. Place everything into the developed tank body. Developing tank body. Seal the funnel lid onto the tank. Once the funnel is snapped on properly, you can pull the whole tank out of the light. Now you can pour chemicals in and out through the top funnel without exposing the film. Lid off while loading. Lid on while after loading. Chemicals poured through the funnel lid. Okay. It says, tell your stream. All right, once I get the lid locked on, this thing becomes a spaceship. It's like, it doesn't remember that it's everyone's seeing the chat, so I can't cheat with the script. Okay. I'm going to go back up this just to make sure I got this. Cut the leader off of the film roll. Find the start point of the reel. The reel will have 2 little notches, which is right here. 2 notches. These are the notches that it's talking about right here. And then you load the film in like this, I think, and then you spin it. I think you spin it probably back toward itself so that the film is rolling on. I wish this was... Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it's the other way, actually. Interesting. Oh, whoa. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Let's see. If I put that in there and it catches. I don't know which way to spin this, though. Let me ask this question. Should the 2 grooves on the reel be offset? When I spin it, they are independent until they get about an inch offset. Then they stay that way. Otherwise, how does the film feed? All right, we're gonna ask that question. So this is 2 things because you can do 2 rolls at once. You could develop 2 rolls at one time. Yes, you nailed it. That's exactly how it's supposed to work. The two grooves in Patterson-style reels are slightly offset on purpose. That's what grabs the film and feeds it when you do the twist motion. The two halves of the reel rotate just a little out of sync. When you twist the side, it's back and forth like a throttle. Wait, what? Well, forth like a throttle. That little offset pushes the film forward into a spiral path, pulling it in smoothly. If they were offset, it would just sit there and not walk forward. So when you spin the reel in your hands and you feel them catch about an inch apart and hold, that's why. The offset is what loads the film. Before loading the reel film, double check the reel is completely dry. Even a tiny bit of moisture inside can make the film stick and jam up. Okay. Maybe just give me the steps again as succinct as possible so I don't have to scroll when the time comes. I love the fact that you could just blast typos on ChatGPT and it always understands. Okay, cut the film leader off, find the grooves. Okay, so I'm going to do this blind. So I'm going to be like this. I'm going to be like, cut the film leader off. I'm going to find the grooves. I'm going to load the film in. Then I'm going to spin this. Spin this like this. Wait, hold on. Oh, shit. I think it does supposed to... Wait, so I twist them back and forth? I don't just keep spinning it the same direction? Cut the roll off the metal canister when you reach the end. Slide the loaded reel into the center column. Place the reel and column back in the tank body. Snap the funnel lid. Okay, that all makes sense. That's super easy. So I twist the reel back and forth and not just one direction. I don't have, I mean, I do have some blank film to test with. But it's like a roll of film that's, you know, it's like a roll of film that's like good. I don't want to ruin it. It's only $10, but I would rather get it wrong with this roll I've already shot than waste a whole roll of film. But I do have a roll of film that I ruined, but I just don't know where I put it. I don't know where I put that roll of film, but I was going to do it for this process and I totally forgot. Twist right, then left. That back and forth makes the reel pull forward, blah, blah, blah. You're going to do great. Smooth, chill, back and forth until it's fully loaded. Sick. All right, I'm pumped. I'm ready to do it. Okay. I'm ready to do it. All right, I'm going to be right back. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to grab some scissors. Oh, let me ask if I need to wear these gloves. The darkroom came with gloves. Should I use them? Here's the real answer. You can use a glove if you want, but you don't have to. Use a glove keeps fingerprints and sweat off the film. Harder to feel the film. Gloves can snag if they're sticky or loose. Bare hands, easier to film the film and load smoothly. Risk of fingerprints if your hands are sweaty. Napkins. Yeah, but I think the whole point is that I won't be able to feel the film. I think on this one, I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to load it with my fingers. And then if when this is developed, there's fingerprints all over the place, then I will do it different the next time. Wash and completely dry your hands first. Handle only the edges of the film if you can. A tiny fingerprint is the end of the world. You can usually fix it in scanning if needed. Okay, bare hands are totally fine as long as they're easier. All right, that's what we're going to do. All right, I'm excited. Okay, so now something that I have to do. Where's my little tube? Oh, here. Is I kind of messed up already. So this is the leader right here of the film. And when it shoots, it pulls it out. You know, you're winding it. It pulls it, makes it really long, and then it winds around your camera. And then after you're done doing your roll, you wind it back in with the winder, and it pulls it back into the tube. And you're supposed to leave the little leader out, so then when you're developing, you can just pull this out easily. But because I didn't do that, I actually sucked it all the way back into here. The film is inside of here. Like the whole thing is inside, the leader and everything. So I have to get a bottle opener and pop this off to be able to get the film out of here in order to be able to access the film to wrap it around the spool, and then, Bob's your uncle. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. Okay, I'm nervous. I'm going to get some scissors. I'm going to get a bottle opener. And then I'm going to put all the essentials into the tent thingy. No, it doesn't. It said that you could get a piece of tape and try to feed it down in there. But honestly, I asked how they do it in professional labs, and it said they crack it open. So I'm just going to crack it open because I'm trying to be a pro. You know what I mean? Be right back. I'm getting some scissors. Okay. So now I've got a bottle opener and I got some scissors. So I got everything I need to make this happen. To make it happen. Okay. Let me turn this off because I think I'm done with ChatGPT. Wait. ChatGPT. Turn you off. There we go. Okay, cool. This is pretty sweet. Yay! All right, it's not done yet though. I gotta wait like 10 more minutes for this to be warm enough. Let me feel this bottle though. This is pretty warm. Yeah. I gotta just make doubly sure. So we got 12 more minutes to make sure that the chemicals are the right temperature. Wait, but I could go ahead and load the film. I don't gotta wait on that. All right. Oh man, this just got scary then. Okay, here we go. This is gonna be so scary. Okay. All right. We're gonna do it. Okay. I'm gonna load this sucker up. Let me see. Let me get the stream up so I can make sure you can see this. Okay. We're gonna load this up. We're gonna put the stuff in there that needs to go in. So there's a zipper on this side that Velcros shut, so I can unzip it and then Velcro. That's how it works. So crazy. Okay. It's gonna go inside. We're gonna put the film inside. This is scary. We're gonna put this inside. This is awesome. Uh-oh. Then we're gonna put this inside. I guess I could not put the film in so it doesn't get messed up. Then I'm gonna put this inside. This is the top of the thing. And then I don't think I need that. Okay, I think that's all I need in there. So now we're gonna do this. I'm gonna seal it back up just to make sure it's doubly light tight. All right, we're ready. We're ready to rock and roll. Okay, I'm scared. This is so funny. Okay, I gotta put this in there. I gotta put the bottle opener in there. Can't go without that. Let's see if I can get it in there. Ow, that's sharp. Oh no, I gotta put it in the side. I can't do it like this. All right. Put the bottle opener in there. Shake the black box, exactly. Okay, now, here's the film. We're gonna put it in there. It's gonna be awesome. This is very exciting. Okay, I'm scared. Oh, I need the scissors in there too, because I gotta cut the thing off. Okay, I feel like this is gonna be easy. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be fine. This is gonna be totally fine. Okay. Get the scissors in there. Hold on, let me see what this person's saying. I think I understand why people prefer doing it in the dark room. I think it's easier when you actually see. Well, you can't see in the dark room, so that's the thing. So the part of the dark room that's red is when you're actually doing the magnification. When you're doing the film developing part, it has to be black. So when you're doing this part, it's going to be pitch black no matter what. So you have to do it by feel no matter what. All right, so I'm going in. So I'm not going to be able to type for a second, so bear with me. Oh, I wasn't typing anyways, and I can see your chat, so never mind. For some reason, I thought I needed to be able to type. But that was just because... Okay, I'm in. I feel like I'm, like, delivering a baby. This is so weird. Okay, my arms are in there. Maybe I should put this on the... Should I put this on the desk so you can see it better? Maybe so. I'll try to put it on the desk. Maybe so we can see a little better. I wish there was like a night vision camera inside this thing. All right, we're about to do it. So for the people that are just joining me, this is my portable darkroom. I've got my film. Where is my film? Is my film inside? Oh, it's right there. I need the film. I've got my portable darkroom. I'm putting the film inside. And then I do this. I maybe could strap it to there for stability, but honestly, once I think I start working, I don't think it's going to be that big of a problem. Okay. I'm trying to find the bottle opener so I can crack this film open. Where's the bottle opener? Oh, I actually probably need to be able to tilt this thing so I can tilt stuff into my hands. This is so funny. It's like so loud. Now, I'm a little skeptical that I'm going to be able to pop this film top off with a bottle opener, but we're about to find out. I don't think this thing's going to be able to grip this film canister. And if it's not, it's going to be really stupid. I wonder if you have to do both sides. Hold on, let me try the other side. Although, I feel like that was starting to catch. Let's try this side. Oh, it is. Attach the bottle opener. Yeah, I got it. All right. So the film canister is open. So... This is so crazy. Okay, I feel like I'm about to... Okay, so I'm pushing the film out. I feel like I'm doing surgery right now. This is so crazy. Stat. Yeah, so Laura, she used to develop film in school. Oh, it just unspooled itself. Okay, the film's out. This is crazy. Okay, wait. All right, I've got the leader. I've got the leader. This is so scary. I don't want to mess this up. Oh my gosh. All right, let me find the scissors. Oh, I didn't wash my hands. Oh well, this film's probably going to be like half fingerprinted, but it's okay. This is an experiment. All right, let me find the scissors. Oh no, I accidentally typed on the keyboard. My bad. Okay. Let me find the scissors. You know what? I can pull this out because it's like doubly dark. Okay, so I pulled that out. I don't need that bottle opener anymore. So now I can put my hands back in. Yeah, so apparently you can clean it when you scan. But I don't know anything about that yet. Okay, I've got the scissors. I think I might have exposed the film a minute ago when I pulled my thing out. I probably shouldn't have done that, but whatever. If this doesn't work, this doesn't work. Okay, we're going to cut this off. Cut the leader off. So now we got a flat edge. Totally flat edge. Okay. And now I'm looking for the spool. I got the spool. Whew, this is exciting. This is so fun. I got to remember how this was situated inside here. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to find where I load the film on. I'm sure in like, in a year, this is going to be so fast. Okay. All right, I found the insert where you insert the film into the thing. Trying to feed it in now. Oh, this is a challenge. Trying to feed it into the little ramp. Where is this thing? I can't feel it anymore. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, I'm not even on it. Okay, that's why. Here we go. Let's see. Okay, so now I'm back here. I've got the grooves. I feel like I'm like doing surgery. This is so weird. Okay. Trying to get the film to feed on this thing. Damn it. This is hard. Oh, I'm typing on the chat again. Okay, well, hold on. Let me feed this in here. Okay, I think I got one side in. Damn, this is hard. This is so hard. I want to be able to look at this so bad. I'm using my mind's eye. Wait, hold on. There's got to be an easier way to do this. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Get in there, dude. Wait, I think I got one side in. All right, I think... No, damn. Hold on, where's the edge? Where's the edge? This is so hard. All right, I gotta back it back out of there. Hold on. Oh man, this is a challenge. I'm sweating right now. Okay, that's the front. So I gotta put the thing back in there. Damn, this is hard. I'm scared to death to touch the film. That's the other problem right now. I could have put the gloves on, I guess, and it probably would have been fine. But this is really hard to do, even with like bare hands. Okay, let me see. Hold on. All right, I got one side in for sure. Okay, I think I got it on there. I think it's in there. So now I should be able to twist this. No, it popped out. Damn it. No, I lost it. Where is it? Oh my gosh. Okay, I got it back again. This is so ridiculous. Okay. I might have to take this. Oh, I can't. I can't take this out now because everything's got to stay dark. This is really hard. See, I'll like cut the majority of this out whenever I do this as a video. Because I can't have people watch me do this for 3 fucking hours. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Where's the edge? Okay, there's the edge. Fuck. This is so hard. Maybe I'm doing this backwards. Hold on, let me feel. Oh, wait. I don't know that that's the fucking entry to this. I've been trying to load this on the wrong side this whole fucking time. Oh my god. There's like there's 2 grooves. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, this is going to get a lot easier, I'm sure, because I couldn't even physically do this a minute ago. Okay, so now I'm on the right side. This is so funny. Okay. It's definitely now. It's... Wait, is it? Is it? There. It's on. Yes. It's on. It's definitely on. Okay. Fuck, it popped out. There, it did it. Yeah, it said if it crinkles, if it starts to make a crinkling sound, then you fucked it up, basically. But I've got it. I got it on there. Yes. This is so sick. Oh no, I think it's crooked. Wait. Did I do it? Did I mess it up? Oh no, it's good. It's good. Okay. I think we're good. Yeah, okay. Wait, I think a side might have popped out. Oh man, that took forever. Part of that was me having a fucking trying to load it on the wrong side for 10 minutes. All right, the good news is the sous vide water is ready to go. I don't know that this is even going on there anymore though. How much is left? Let's just keep trying it. Let's just see what happens. Make sure it's taking up the film. I think it's working. I think this is working. So right now I'm twisting it back and forth to try to get the film spool to take up the film, like just a tiny bit at a time. I think it's working, but I can't tell yet because it's going to take a minute for it to... Whoa, that's still a lot of film in there. I don't think it's taking it up. Oh, it sure isn't. Oh shit. It's literally just been chilling there. Maybe I can pull it on there more. Fuck, I thought I had it. Okay, let's see. Is that working? Now I can't tell if it's working or not. It's moving around in there. Okay, now I think it's working. Okay, hold on. Still not doing this. I don't understand. It had to have like popped out or something. All right, fuck. All right, I'm redoing it. God damn it. It wasn't on there properly. I thought I had this. I was like very pumped. This is annoying. Sorry, guys. This is taking forever. This has got to be the most boring thing ever. Okay. I think I might have it. But I thought that a second ago. Okay. There's more sounds happening. Like almost like it's being unraveled inside. The little spool that was chilling on the ground. Is it doing it? I think it's doing it. I'm almost there. I'm at the end. Yes, I did it. It's on there. I'm at the end. Now I gotta cut the end off. Fuck. I'm scared. Where are the scissors? Where are the scissors? I should have done this before. Wait. This would have been a lot easier if the film didn't like explode inside the box. The film like exploded because I had to pop the top off. It's basically, imagine like a coiled spring. It's just like pew, like fucking popped off. Okay. Okay, so I cut it off. There's gonna be fingerprints all over this shit. Wait, where's the end? All right, I'm done. I did it. It's on. It's on the spool. All right, we did it. We loaded it. Hell yeah. This is exciting. This is very exciting. All right, I did it. Where's the thing? I got to find the thing. Okay, I got the thingy. Now I got to drop it down in there. Did that. Dropped it down in there. Now I need the lid. Wait, what is this? Oh, that's the film roll. All right. That's it. I did it. Okay. So now I can take this all out. Okay. Scary. I'm just going to feel around and I'm going to make sure that there's nothing else inside of there that is supposed to go on this container. Okay. All right, cool. Did it. Let me just triple check that this is tight and on there. And everything is good. All right, we're solid. We're good to go. Hell yeah. That only took me 25 minutes to do something that probably should take no time. Wow, it's really warm inside this box. That's crazy. It's like super warm inside. Okay. So now, the film is inside here. This is the thing I cut off. The film is inside here. This thing right here is keeping it airtight, like a spaceship, like ChatGPT instructed me to say earlier. That'd be a cool line. Yeah, I think it will. So here's the thing. I had to pop this open, and so when I pulled this out, it went and all the film exploded everywhere, so it was kind of hard to control. Just imagine whenever the film is like this, and this is the only thing sticking out, it's going to be a lot easier to like manipulate and manage. I was trying to like manipulate a whole spool of film that was like unraveled inside this box, like blind. So I think it will take less time. I wish I had another roll. I would do it again just to see if I could do it faster. But I digress. Here we go. So now let's see what we do next. All right. The film is on the spool. Chemicals are warm. We're going to cool them down. Let's go. I did the hardest part. You're officially a film photographer, it says. That's so funny. All right, here's ChatGPT coming back up. Okay, so now, what does it say? Pour the developer into the tank. How much of the developer do I pour in there? Wait, how much do I pour? Okay. 30 minutes, 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Agitate first 10 seconds every 30 seconds. Slowly invert and twist the tank or do little swirl motions. Pour out the developer. Pour Blix into the tank. Time 6 minutes, 30 seconds. Agitate the first 10 seconds every 30 seconds, just like before. Pour out Blix. Fill the tank with clean water. Agitate for 1 minute. Dump and refill a few times. 5 minutes total to clean out the chemicals. Stabilizer. Pour in the stabilizer. Room temp is fine. Doesn't need to be heated. Time. 1 minute soak. Gentle swirls. Let the film sit in the stabilizer. Protects the film long term. Open the tank. Carefully cool out the film. Clip it up to dry dust free. Keep your chemicals covered while not pouring. Always start with the timer. The second the chemical hits the film, agitate gently. Don't whip it around like a milkshake. If you miss a few seconds, don't panic. C41 is forgiving. This is stressful. Okay. I got to ask some questions real quick. How much do I pour in? Well, so there's 2 bottles of chemicals. And basically what it's saying is you pour in the first bottle and then you immediately start agitating it, which means you just swirl it around or you kind of like tilt it every 30 seconds for 6 minutes. Then you pour that out, pour the new chemicals in, exact same process. And then you do the same thing with water. It doesn't say. There's no fucking instructions. Okay. If your tank has markings, fill to the single 35 millimeter line. Some tanks have a little mark inside. Not sure. Just pour about 300 milliliters of developer in your tank. That's a safe amount. 300 milliliters? You want enough water to fully cover the reel inside the tank. For a Patterson tank with 1 roll of 35 millimeter film, you usually need about 300 milliliters of chemical. You ready to do the pour and start the time clock? Tell me the developer's in when you pour and I'll stay with you through it. No, we're not doing that. Okay. Where do I pour the chemical that's just been used out? Into a jug? Back into storage? What? Okay. See, this is confusing right now. I'm trying to figure out. Okay. Pour back in the storage bottle. You can reuse it for a few more rolls. Cinestill CS41 is designed for reuse. Great. Same thing. Pour back into the Blix storage. It's reusable too. Just dump the rinse water down the drain. It's fine. Pour it back in the storage bottle. Stabilizer. Pour it back in the storage bottle after use. Reuse it for later rolls. Very gently. You don't want to aerate stabilizer much. Okay. Does it not matter that some of this is going to mix in the storage bottles because of residual chemicals? Meaning Blix will have some developer in it from going in second. See, I'm just being very thorough because I don't want to fuck any of this up. A little bit of chemical carryover when you pour stuff back in is not a big deal. It's expected. You do not want to pour developer into the Blix bottle or Blix into developer. Developer gets poured back into developer. Yeah, no shit. Blix gets poured back into the Blix. Stabilizer gets poured into the stabilizer. Even if a tiny bit of leftover moisture or a drop from the tank gets in, it's fine. The chemicals are designed to knowing that in real life you'll have a few drops of crossover. Keep developer and Blix separate. Always rinse your funnel neck. If you're super worried about for casual rolls, not critical. If you want to be extra clean after pouring developer back, you can give it the tank a quick quick water rinse before pouring in Blix. Or just drain the tank for like 10 seconds upside down. Totally fine. Okay. I'm scared. Okay. We're going to do it. Okay. Run me through it again. I don't know how much to put in there, though. That's the question. It said about 300 milliliters. Okay, measure about 300 millimeters of developer. Pour it into the tank through the funnel lid. Start a timer immediately for 3 minutes 30 seconds. Agitate. Gently invert or swirl the tank for the first 10 seconds. Then agitate again for 10 seconds every 30 seconds until the time is up. Okay. This came with a little stick that I can use to twist the reels around. Is that for agitation? All right, we're going to do this really soon, I promise, guys. I'm just trying to make sure I don't fuck this up. Agitation rod. Insert the rod inside the hole. Twist it back and forth. It spins the reel inside the tank. Agitate the film gently without having to flip the whole thing. First 10 seconds, generally twist the rod back and forth. Every 30 seconds after, do a few twists for 10 seconds. Okay, great. All right. Is it crucial that I get the Blix in super fast after pouring the developer back in storage tank? After you pour the developer, it's ideal to get the Blix in within a minute or two, but nothing happens if it takes you 30 seconds to a minute to do it carefully. The film isn't exposed to light, and the developer stops working once you pour it out. The Blix... Let me make sure this isn't going to fucking... Okay, that's scary. Okay. All right, so I think we're good. I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm nervous, but it's going to be great. So... Got that in there. We're going to take this out. We're going to start a timer. So the moment of truth. We've been on this for 3 hours waiting for this to happen. Okay. Start a timer. Stopwatch. Okay. We're going to get our little measuring guy out. This is 250 milliliters. Where's my other one? This guy. Oh, I don't want to use that. All right. Okay, I'm scared. All right, so we're going to... I need a towel. Wait, what is that? Oh. I need a towel. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to grab a towel. Here we go. We're about to do it. Got the water. I've got the final rinse. Okay, I should probably take a glance at the instructions for the fucking actual kit real quick, just to make sure that ChatGPT is not full of shit, because that happens sometimes. Okay. Place the recommended amount of water into a clean glass or plastic container. Okay, I'm glad I did this. So I got to make the stabilizer. So this is a mix. I almost poured this entire thing in here. So I'm glad that I read these instructions. Okay, that's why I got 3 bottles. And I have this for this one. Okay, scary. So now we're gonna we gotta put. I'm not gonna use that water bottle. I'm not gonna use that water bottle because it's got or that pitcher because it's already got stuff in it. Yeah, I'm starving. All right, I'm gonna put water in this. I'm gonna do it in the other room so I don't have to shuttle it back in here. Give me 2 seconds. Wait, how much do I put in though? Oh, I gotta pour this in first. Pour in 2 ounces of this. Okay. Okay. Oops. I don't know what I'm like smoking crack right now. Oh, that's not gonna work. Oh, that's not gonna work. Okay, I'm gonna have to wash this out. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. All right, coming back. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I'm almost done. I gotta put water in here. Putting water, putting water. Okay, I got this one. Almost ready to rock and roll. I'm gonna re-verify again because I'm a psychopath and I've been clearly committed to this. That I can reuse these chemicals because I really don't want to fuck all my chemicals up. Not asking a question. So we're gonna pour this one into this bottle. I could definitely do it without this funnel, but whatever, we're here. Pour out developer, cap your developer in the storage bottle, measure your Blix, pour Blix into the tank, start your timer. Gentle 10-second swirl, start, then every 30 seconds. Just don't make a sandwich before pouring in the Blix, it says. Ha ha. Ha ha, ChatGPT. Alright, we're almost done. We're almost there. I'm just going to re-verify this process one more time. Also, I'm going to read the instructions. Oh, the instructions are going to tell me how much to put in there too. That'd be great. Okay, so this is good. We're good on that. Now we're going to put this lid on for a second. All right, so we got all our chemicals. Step 1, optional pre-soak. Developer temp. None. Okay. Developer. 3.5 minutes. What the fuck? Push. I cannot read this because this fucking letters are so small. Push pull. Variable processing template below. Okay. Wait, what? Okay. Okay, 102 degrees. Continue for the first 10 seconds, then 4 lifts or 4 inversion cycles every 30 seconds thereafter. 4 lifts. Okay. Bleach, 8 minutes, same as above. Wash, running water or fill an empty tank 7 times. Stabilizer, to 1 minute. Room, agitate for 15 seconds. Dry, less than a, okay. Okay. Let's see if it tells me 8 minutes. 75 to 105. Interesting. Okay. But it doesn't tell me how much to put in there. How much? Optional pre-soak. Okay. All right, it doesn't really tell me. It doesn't really tell me how much I'm going to put in there. But we're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. Okay, we're ready. We're ready. Wait, hold on. I got to ask one more question. Wait, it doesn't say anything about pouring these back into storage containers. Oh, chemical reuse. Here we go. Using a volume of chemicals once will not destroy its ability to develop film. However, extra time must be added to the processing to compensate for the weaker developer. Whenever reusing developer, combine all used developers with unused developer to make 1 quart of weakened developer solution and add 2% of the recommended development time. To process the next 4 rolls at 102, combine used chemicals with unused chemicals to make 1 quart. Holy fuck, this is complicated. Okay. By 2% every time. Okay. Increase by 2% every time. That's what we're going to do. Okay. 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 1 second. Okay. Sorry. Here we go. We're doing it. I'm scared. Okay. Let's do it. Wait, I gotta ask one more thing. Can I put the rinse? Wait, what about the rinse? Can I reuse the rinse? Can I reuse the rinse or only developer and Blix? All right. Made for multiple rolls until it weakens. It's designed for multiple uses. It's protective soak, very light use. Not the rinse water. All right, here we go. I'm doing it. I got the towel. This is the developer. Okay, here we go. Okay. So this is ready to go. I now have to get this thing ready so that I can put the developer back in there when it's done. I guess. Oh shit! You know what though? I need the lid. Where's the lid to this fucking thing? Oh, here. Okay. Wait, why is this not working? Get on there, motherfucker. Well, how does this fucking go on there? I don't want to dump this shit out. How does this go on? Maybe I just have to fucking hold it. That's stupid. What kind of bullshit is this? Okay, there we go. I feel like I'm going to pour this all over the floor. Okay, whatever. Here we go. Just get the ready timer ready. Alright, let me get the timer ready. Stopwatch. Great. Did that. On this. 300 milliliters. I feel like I want a fucking workstation to be able to do this better. But whatever. Okay, I'm scared. Okay. Going in. Start. I feel like I gotta pour more. How do I know this is full? Oh, there it is. Okay, it's definitely full now. Okay. We're gonna wait. 5, 6, 7, 8, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 8, 39, 40. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Okay, we're gonna do this. Okay. Okay. Did it again. Oh, weird. It's dry. It evaporates fast. Oh shit. We still got like 15 more minutes of this because we got to do the other one, and then we got to do the water, and then we got to do the Blix, which is on the bleach one. But I'm excited. Yeah, hopefully it's not completely fucked. Okay, and then we'll do the last one. Then we'll be pouring this back in. All right. Pouring this out. Oh shit, that just dripped on me. Hopefully this doesn't hurt me. Yeah, it probably is forgiving, but I'm nothing if not a fucking psycho about this shit. Also, when you've shot a roll of film and you really want to see what's on it, you don't really want to be willy-nilly with this shit. Okay, I'm gonna wipe this off. Wipe this off. Okay, now I'm gonna put this. Take this out. Oh shit, it turned off. Well, I guess it doesn't matter now. Okay, now we're gonna put this off. We're gonna pour it in there. Okay. Okay. 8 minutes. Start now. I'll do it again in 30 seconds. So I gotta get this thing on. Get this lid back on. Oh shit, it's leaking all over the place. Fuck. I'm pretty sure I can just use the little twisty thing, but I feel like I don't want to mess it up. Okay. 30 more seconds. We gotta do this one for 8 minutes. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT real quick. Me through after Blix. Pour the Blix back in the Blix storage bottle. Fill the tank with clean water. Tap is fine unless it's super nasty. Agitate for about 1 minute. Dump the water out. Refill the fresh water. Repeat 5 times total. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do that one in the bathroom next to my office because I don't have the water. I have to use clean water every time, so I'm just gonna use the sink tap water. Man, I'm tired. Okay. We're just waiting. We're waiting to do the thing. Here, I'm gonna use the time in between to clean up a little bit so that I don't get confused. That's good to go. All right, we're doing it again. Sweet. All right, did that. We are in the development phase finally, so if you just joined us, you missed a lot of things, but it'll be on the recording, and also maybe you just wanted to see this part. I have to shake this or agitate this every 30 seconds for 8 minutes. Then I can rinse it off. Rinse this out with water. Then I do the finishing stuff, as you can see on the instructions on ChatGPT. Then I have to dry the film. Four and a half more minutes to go. 4.5 more minutes to go. I'm tired. Tired. Three and a half minutes, and then I'll wash this sucker out. Wait, what did it say? Do that for 1 minute. Fill the tank with clean water. Agitate for about a minute. Use the stick or invert the tank. Okay. All right, I'm gonna just verify that this said 8 minutes. Yeah, 8 minutes. Oh. The remaining steps may be performed in room light with the tank lid off. That's pretty freaking cool. Shit, I forgot I was doing this. Six minutes, 2 more minutes, and then we're good to go. I'm starving. I'm actually not that hungry. I don't know why I keep saying that. I ate earlier. I'm just bored, I think. Okay. A little bit longer. After this, the instructions say for me to rinse this out for 3 minutes. So I'm going to do that in the other room because there's a sink in there and I need to run the water. And then I do the stabilizer. Pull the film out carefully by the edges. clip it up to dry. Damn, I probably should have made this little drying rack thing before I did this. I know what I'm going to do, though. Okay, one more little spinny do, and then I think we're good. Mainly just I have a little mic stand that I think I'm going to use. I have a little drawing clip thing. I just didn't build it. It's like a little rack. But for photography and cinematography, I just like it. It's just really fun to like make images. I just think it's cool to like film stuff. I don't know why, honestly. For as long as I've been shooting stuff or got interested, I wanted to make things look good. I was kind of always obsessed with trying to make things look like a movie. And then now I use it in my work and stuff. And then when I got into photography, I really wanted to learn how to, make prints and stuff like that. And that's always been a really big part of what I want to do. But it's always been based around wanting to make something as cinematic as possible. Just because I wanted to replicate movies and stuff. All right, I got to pour this back in here. Okay. Okay, so now this next part I'm going to do in the bathroom because I need to do the water. Be right back. 3 minutes! I'll be back in 3 minutes. Okay. That was less than 3 minutes, but I feel like it was clean, and the whole point of it is just to make sure that it's clean. So I think we did that. And so now, pour about 300 milliliters of stabilizer into the tank. No heating needed. No rinsing after stabilizer, just let it coat the film. After 1 minute in the stabilizer, pull the film out by the edges. Clip it to a dry, dust-free area. Well, I don't know if it's going to be dust-free, but it's going to be fine. Okay, so I've got this mic stand that I'm going to use to clip it. And then I've got this little bad boy right here. This little thingy. Like this. Aha! Cool. Wait. There we go. Like this. It's just going to hang like that to dry. This is a mic stand. Alright, we're going to put that over here for now. And then I'm going to pull this little thingy over here. Okay. So I got that. Man, this is a mess. I got to clean up in a little bit. Okay, so now I got to pour this in there. After a minute in the stabilizer, pull it out. Pull it out. I hope I put enough in there before. Whatever, we're going to find out, I guess. This all fucked up. Let's see, alright. Okay. Okay. Oh, I should be timing this, I guess. 1 minute. 1 minute. Thanks for hanging out. This was really fun. Yeah, I will have to do a video on Instagram about the results, or on YouTube even, just because this is going to have to dry. I'll probably see if I can see a picture in a second, because just putting this finishing stuff on it is just to help the life of the film, apparently. But it's developed. Apparently it's developed inside there. I don't even need it in the box anymore because it doesn't need to be in the dark. But I just figured it'd be easier than trying to undo everything at the moment. So in a second, when I pull it out, we'll see if we can see a picture. It'll be really cool. All right, it's been in there for a minute, so we're going to stop that. Where's my little funnel? I'll put my little funnel back here. We're going to pour this back inside for later use. Oh, shit. Wait, how is that pouring out of there? That's crazy. Interesting. Huh. All right. Moment of truth. The film is developed. Oh, this is scary. Man, I really need like more ways to keep this stuff straight. All right. We're gonna pull this out. Hold on, if I can. There's pictures on there. So cool. Fucking cool. So cool. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh. All right. Hold on. I feel like I know it's supposed to coat that shit, but I really want to. Yeah. Look at this. This is so sick. This is so sick. All right. So I don't know if you can see this. Let me go to the thanks, Koshi. Yay! Thank you. So funny. Amazing. All right. So look, I don't know if you can tell there's a fucking hair on this. All right, hold on. Let me pull up the OBS thing. I'm trying not to drip all over my computer. Let's see if you can see. Can you see? Yeah, you can kind of see the pictures, right? You can see the stuff in here. Let's see if I can get closer. Oh, it's dark. Okay, yeah, you can see. Look. There's my friend Matt right here. There's my friend Matt. That is so sick. That is so sick. Oh my gosh! I just developed a roll of film. That's amazing. I hope it's all fucking. I hope it works. I mean, it might be. There's my girlfriend in front of the sign. Oh, this is so badass. How interesting. I forgot we did these. Remember we did the I'm talking to my girlfriend if she's still in here. Remember the car we shot, that Impala out in front of the tattoo shop? That's so badass. All right, so now how the fuck do I hang this? This is very long. This is much longer than I thought it was. Holy crap. No wonder it freaking takes forever to unwind. That is so rad. Man. Very cool thing. And I guess these ones are overexposed because... So here, let's see if you can see it again. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, so those Impala shots. Okay, I gotta raise this mic stand so these can dry. This is so cool, man. Very cool. Very nifty. Cool experience. Hold on, still trying to do this. I almost put this in my mouth. I almost went. That would have been bad. It's covered some type of chemical. Okay, so now. Hey, Kosi, can I bend this in half? She's done this before. Could I put one end like this and then fold the other end up to where it doesn't hang on the floor? Would that be fine? I don't know why it wouldn't. Like if I hang this, can I go like this? Oh yeah, the market day. We went to Pont City Market. That was so fun. All right. Can I do this? Is this okay, you think? See what she says. She's the expert. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Oh, there's fingerprints all over this bitch, though, I can tell you. Ah! Sorry. Oh man, that was so sick. I can't believe that. That's so fun. All right, so I have a prediction. That whoops. Let me find the camera. So I have a prediction that hold on. Transform, fit. I have a prediction that this process is going to get to where it takes like 20 minutes. But that took 3 hours, which is insane. But I'm very proud. That's really cool. I'm glad that it came out the first time I ever did it. Drive vertically. Oh, she texted me. She told me to drive vertically. Hold on, let me ask her something. I can't bend it in half? Like that? Oh, no, because water's going to catch. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, hold on. Okay. We're just going to have to tilt this sucker up so that I have more space. Oh, I can hang it up here like this. Oh, shit, that's not going to work. Oh, I really need to... Alright, let's see if this will touch the ground. This is long, man. I did not know film was this long. That's crazy. Okay, that's not gonna be long enough. Uh, okay, that's not gonna be long enough. So I'm gonna have to use. Oh, I'll use this light stand right here. How about that? All right, I didn't think about this part, but I should have thought about this part before. All right, so that's just gonna hang just like that from this thing. It's better for you guys, anyways. You can see it. Oh, you know what? This is super overexposed, so I can just fold this because that's trash, anyways. That's not gonna be usable. Great, we did it. I did it. All right, sweet. Okay, cool. Very nice. Very cool. So neat. I'm so excited. All right, that was really fun. Let me put this stuff away. I gotta clean. I'm gonna clean all this up tomorrow. I cannot deal with this right now. Except for the tube thingy, y'all. Oh yeah. I'm clipped on. She's coaching me over text message right now. I'm clipped on the overexposed, ruined negative from the beginning of the roll. That's so cool. There's a picture of my girlfriend, picture of my dog. Let's see. Picture of my other little dog. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Picture of my other little dog, picture of my girlfriend again, picture of me that she took, picture of her on the sidewalk, picture of the shadow on the ground, picture of tattoo parlor, picture of her against the wall. This is really fun. Whoa, why is that so close? I think that one might have been a misfire. Picture of her in front of this laundromat. That was sick. Picture of the Pont City Market. Picture of this car's wheels. Picture of an Impala. Damn, I'm really pumped actually about this. The cinema. Her in front of the cinema. Me in front of the cinema. Very cool. Let's see. Doggies again. Doggy yesterday. My friend Matt in the woods. Doggies. And then I might have ruined. Oh no, that's the mountains. Fuck yeah, cool. Mountain shots. Really neat. Oh, sorry. The light with the negatives. I don't know what she's saying. The light with the negatives. Man, that was really cool. I'm really excited about this. This is a really cool part of the process. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate you guys sticking around. I really had a lot of fun doing this and having an audience. Usually these streams can be completely empty, and I'm building this channel, so I still talk as if there's people in here, but to actually have people in here was really fun and answer questions and stuff. And yeah, I'll keep you posted. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't yet. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll do an update whenever I get these scanned and you guys can see them and stuff. And I'll do an update tomorrow actually with on Instagram probably, or YouTube Shorts, whenever this is all dry and I can like kind of handle it more, and I'll take pictures of the negatives and stuff. Really freaking cool. I'm super pumped. So yeah, thanks for joining, and I'm gonna pass out because I'm very tired. Later. Thank you.